problem to the Kotoko football fans. The entire Mekasa say, Sebiya Kotoko Abidjanano, the only source of revenue, apart from 10 million, na FA, EGDR to say clubs biya within the start of every season. No, apart from that, Sayasikano, Kotoko need any other source of revenue. Meeting that generating at the Ama Football Club. The Biamaka say, I am simply for Mudi Kotoko Club that they currently as to speak. Almost talk has been how they would generate revenue for the football club. And it has become a problem. Right, so check the last 2-3 seasons. If we say I am Siniba on border, the only source of funding, the only source of revenue generation has been the king. Opemiso and the resource Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Into the buyout in you, ye de Juma Sha wonsa se so. Now the thing bia no ba Juma wura ho besresika. Say Juma me ye bet sikamba. Enti me pa cho Juma wura ma me 10 cedis fanhye Juma na me yenim. Na me nyamfa so mfanto. Or the 10 cedis ni ma wa acha 2 months once akọ. 10 cedis na de ma me no. Ade wo yam de koye na anko ye it is am be 20 cedis na me san fan share adwumanim no was also the 20 cedis na ma or the ma ope acha 6 months was about 20 cedis no intimi anya de wo se me de koye no ma me 100 cedis na me fan that is why I think Kotoko need a policy direction there down for the IMC no. They can't generate enough revenue to sustain the football clubs. Yeji opimso a wotun huesi was a club ni on one kasane dia. Ontimi hwe ma club ni nkwa hunyehim. When it comes to debt, when it comes to other things of finance a club do be fat on so. No yi on one pocket money at their finance club. So we opimso the sing chain. Kotoko club ni si one no. They don't have any source of revenue with generate. That's the problem of the football club. And club biya, it's a club ninya source of revenue. That's the only source. That's what beton players are. I think and never work club no be mujinano. It one share the status of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I name say IFHS. Actually, that was a club of the century. And the status no raise ya kwa kodu obi ti says Amalek ne alali ne sankrofo no. One share maybe bebano Kotoko team de be tete kotong.
It's a Dane. You can have game way against work. What shop play? Yeah, cover the quality.
Very good.
Sama solo koba was even baby musia kai. Ushe Mohammed defeat stadium.
Very good. Very good.
But now you so the mube raise or buy enticing to the supporters and most more tongue.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Say, baby, a Kotoko club be kwa kudunu next years to come. One share Kotoko club be kwa kudunu pempen so biya. Ebiete koton na akwa ye nuanom clubs o mo krom ha no mo de mo tete no maton no manyesika e da sustain club and obi na ahia Kotoko be kwa ye but that is not where we want Kotoko.
Esa Kotoko not ready to compete anymore.
Kobana sana Kotoko wouldn't be ready to compete in Africa. Check omo no mugina work for a club ni mo no musi akan against Kotoko. Aziz Ki as one minimum company is watching $40,000 per month.
And they say a year about Hakim Ziyech.
Very good. Amrabat a month. But I also say 40,000. Do we have a club in Ghana? What the mami use Kotoko? Send a Kotoko asem naba. Do we have a player in Kotoko? And the Sikabeti might get close to 15,000. No other Aziz Ki club to me. Club ye no bet me Aziz Ki ka ukrumanum. Besa abetamwa ye ton abetamwa. Na obi tenchen e blame Kotoko. A blame player and they say ofi Kotoko club di muakwa. We shouldn't blame the player. We shouldn't blame Kotoko. Kotoko he has got to sustain the football club financially. Samson Abante Abetamo also needs money to sustain himself and his family. Akechi Abante wage work Kotoko no. Enko close to 8,000 a month. Obrobeka say Abetamo asika wache within Kumasi Asante Kotoko. It drew 8,000 a month be amazing ipa konoboa. This boy was willing to play for Kotoko till the end of the season because Abante when him say so more consistent performance for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, he will be called up to the Ghana Black Stars. So last call up, no, most of us were willing to send Cabranti came from the fancy Black Stars, because most of us think say Prince Owusu media man, your friend called Ghana Black Stars. No, I bet someone more consistent performance, and then he should be given the opportunity of Ghana Black Stars. But young farmer, no, Sika Branty will pocket in his pocket. The signing on fee was close to about $200,000. Unyana na beka semanenko. Bosome or kwaji $20,000. About first year we are. Then second year or budget $25,000 per month. So from 5,000 to 8,000 or what your krumha. Me a page could do almost 400 million in a month. Brian. Unyana beka semanenko. Kotoko so hiska. Baby up deal ni kodru and Kotoko sat this boy down. Let him aware say Kotoko club ni hiska. Samson also as a player, it would be good for his development, both for one career and his future. And he understood so mutually he need to go. But Abranti, you know, he was not willing to go to Libya. Agadas free Kotoko. He was the highest paid player in Kotoko. All free Kotoko could do the same thing. And then check it, the standard of Agadas. Within the last 2-3 years, check the standard of Agadas. And not sure say league na will krumano e kombum anya season way and our minor government na dwene football no e say what the 1 million Ghana cedis ever be invested within our football. Each and every club be nya says kano to the start of the season na be center clubs no and come be chiro.
But maestro osubet my friend wa den chaba and someone who do ye mame
Ken, the truth of the matter now e wo krum ha no is that people fail to think outside the box to create money for the teams. Good things to make money for themselves. Social media is a powerful tool now, and if you want to make money as a club, that is an avenue you need to utilize. What numbers are other venues they can use to get money for the team. Social media. I did this a year research and Anopa. Before I did my research and non-panel, now a month ago, now could update the website to or may update players. TikTok now on the 10th of October, you post here. Now YouTube 3 days ago. Now Facebook before some maybe show more player no loan. Now 2 days ago, and then Karela there. And on the social media they are not being active. Some people are being paid to feed Kotoko supporters on social media. They fail to do that. It's an avenue that brings money. I'm a clear example of it. I know what social media does. Mena mi nyo biano. Na naba one video ba kwenkwen wura ba me meet me the video to social media so buso me so me nya teku na asempo film me kan Kotoko ho asem enya sika film. How much Kotoko no your story? Isamadu atina Kotoko mu ache when they sit him down and they want him to talk about Kotoko, he will give them content. People are failing to think outside the box. The easiest approach is to turn players because they know that that is the thing they can do. They fail to think. When I sound down say there,
a CAF president
or more pitch side podcast with team players. Pitch side. So I'm more course sound downs Facebook social media biama. Pitch side or more tour or my branded chairs, branded microphones. No more yet. Omuya I can't go down YouTube. No more kunyeska. I don't have the permission to mention people's name, but people are getting like 2 billion from social media and quiet man. Individuals. 200,000 Ghana cedis a month. And here individuals. Imagine Kotoko running social media 24/7. Kotoko near story, no.
Oh, yes.
Many of my videos I post on YouTube is Kotoko's caption. Even when I have other team stories, you go Kotoko no, and then Kotoko asem. Into how much more Kotoko create content for himself and also for the team. People are failing to think outside the box, and the easiest approach on you know they don't respect the supporters. Kotoko pani biya page can find share supporter biya wotomo. Kotoko pani biya MPs can find share Kotoko supporter bottom da. Kotoko call Morocco. Se fan media jango nyon sika no betua. But this in Palifono slept in hotels Kotoko sika. Supporters travel the length and breadth of this country to support Kotoko in various by Yomukosi Omakan. The club officials, probably and the players, sleep in hotels Kotoko sika. ah we kotoko player wo ye waduma obi nye na adwuma nye sika no say nye na adwuma no nsa na ade mehwe abra wo ye waduma oba ho nsa man performance na ba so omra park. How do you take the person for? The people are failing those working for Kotoko, the IMC.
So the two say wrong. The timing, no, any selling of Albert Amuano. Supporters now almost some shocked, you know. Any question complaining
because of the easiest approach and how they decided to run the club. Me, I'm not surprised because that is the only thing they feel that they can get money out of it. And it's the turn. That is the only thing, and it's the more reason why they are failing to bring us the deals. Sikano. What is that Kotoko need? If they respect the fans,
yeah, but boy and signing on fee they pay 200 times.
You're not correct. Sometimes speculations need those, and you're not correct. All respect to fans are on. The Kotoko fans were in shock. May the only issue I have it one money time, no. But team no fans no they are in shock after getting the heaviest defeat they've ever had our CAF competition 5-1 against with that. I stand to be corrected.
The only thing I'm waiting they are explaining at say they say we play our money down so.
Yeah, you give if you don't want to give financial details, you give important details on the website, on the Facebook. Now fans will say, these are the reasons why we sold the player. Respect the fans. They don't respect the fans. Now they are talking. Many be says, oh, these are the reasons. You don't respect the person. Yes, not pay scatching butum. I won't pay scatching to support the Biabutum. And if they want the supporters to come to the term to support them, or more respect to more factor in their decision making. That is how you do it.
Martin,
never have won a 2-hour president. In this 2-hour president, that's a president, you no one consult now. Next time, their way of thinking, their way of support, and then the same thing with Kruma. We are fans, we are not supporters.
But I say, Kofi,
for supporter, we are the right to be shocked. Say, Kotokwaton Abetamwa, we are the right to be shocked. For educational purposes and administration purposes, you need to know how clubs generate money to cater for teams' well-being. You who say Kotoko position now, it gives them that right to sell players anytime and also at least now some and so kakra. And then I mean say this topic a topic of discussion. Time I mean free machina banker. I would have come with a docket a year for one of the Premier League clubs or we EPL clubs we have a copy. But internet about Roma. Those of us are more sharing with you on TV so ukuta phone, ukra machina. You can easily Google major source of funding a football club. Just Google that. Read through and you will understand that maybe Ghanaian clubs and $100,000, $50,000 by return. Let's start from the first one. Main revenue streams, acquire teams, efforts to Enyesika, Edinburgh Club in Hobra. The first one, that's said effort to broadcasting rights. Already revenue generated from selling right to broadcast matches on television and streaming platform is a major source of funding, especially for top clubs. Koroko is a top club. And the major one, first one, I'll see again when they say, how will Kotoko get broadcast rights? In a league now, you have other production. Any Chamabuana.
Yeah. Mononema enko yetimi enfama club rebrana ye din kobo kakra latest update e fiba so no maso ye bane orwani chemo Ciutat Esportiva one gam patron etimi ekoso mareda so ye ebibe rum Manchester United in prefer Ruben Amorim abomode etimi din komo weekend omo game omo so no ebetimi aba honsemi na yere baba be rum etimi ere ama ye ba fie na ya ba be din komo ewo fie na sama na ye de baro wadwenche no ne say 0207543637 0207543637 abi Mohammed wa my show ana fe Ricardo Vaz enso anum Lutakin ba ku mi rubitina konchen kakra me jamana me wako akwa mama ne Benaz the executive producer e bona jumadi no ye di remeda mayu Kofi Philip MP and face no Gio Caesar and MC Malik Comunina aka bomo mo airboy ye chiro ma dwumade no ye de ewura ama na fe edible na che so mo nyina abo ama totiero ye de ramu kama pa e de Marie Divorce eja kamera chi o crime sia wa chidi ya ho no ma obo adwuma kama pa na fe junior mo the programs manager ABOU Kuku Oche omo nyina aka bomo mo bo man totiere ko ye perma de era okweke ba pe de aka e rama ma no ne ne amade da ye pa etimi ere amantentem so no ye be roma manone na manone nsem no ato aso etimi era bamana ma sedare nko erfa ema gentleman dental clinic maka etimi era chose so yo bia eno wasa si so na be kasa enya confidence pa edu bebi also hwe na ose no obo mode ebo bra nipa kra benya kabosome bako mienu bia no wo hwede nya special dentist bia obere na waboa na ne makoye pa etimiera ma bia bako a ye kamfori ama so roma eboa na tutuera koye pere ama no gentleman dental clinic na de etire ere doc sebra obobo mode ama ha bia wunya no wonu no wetimi ahwetu ana mo etimiera ma se ne examination and consultation no obobo mode ayere ama root canal treatment no ododo mo no na wenya ha kakra tokrobia baba beto sinimo o wi ade aya na obra ne nyina akomere no mo azame o ahwe kwan ye befa so ye beboa na so no wetimi nya ho de ubeya si betu a yebetu hunsu behia zi abobo mode apepa mo na filling no ya ye edi amawa ye be de amo ye scaling and polishing ni nyina nse nka wanka ho bi akeka osinimo na mama ose no change color okwa obe yi sa na mani nyina fio awru wani mama ose no eso ada ho kama pa eno echi no obo ebo mode a teeth white no ye uzi ese no ye didi guso a ye do nonom coffee dibi nonom nsa edibi twetwe niema no obo zena change color okwa ye bo ama na efita pa te sa atade a no so no ehye no zenne o ha kakra wo sene so bakusia ombeboa na bo braces a eno so no eba beboa na ntoto na da ye pa etimiera ma osina atu na apese ye sha na amure ma no ye ode de bema wa ye tempera ene ode de bema wa eno so no permanent one a uyusu na feball na afi so kra no opeso si no gold na silver ne nyina no gentleman dental clinic limited be na ya ye dia ma dog semen kan fan chose sika semi ade ehu hia pa ezanso be didi sika obepie sika obehye sika empo no obeda na wada na foma sika na mom no oso o ne de edu bebi a onkwa no hu hia no ntu wo hawa o debra usika sem ne de dinkra obere na wabomode akakra de beba bia no wahwe wo na afi de aka no wetwa ne kakra ezanso o si nipa ye ba betu sika ye den a ye bekọ eja nti wapom de no ade ahu hia no pa unya ne bebia agese gentleman dental clinic Ghana de omo origin bia ma omo ejuma ebo amane makoye de mo kran omo branches no mienu Kumasi a oro ni chemu Abreport Junction na jeze Bantama Street no Total Energy filling station no opposite Abreport Junction omo wechi opia omo bo ejuma techima no Ramo magazine wa kenten kwan no so obenyo omo Koforidia omo Ben Central Police Station no afrawo OCGCB bank no onyo omo na Tamale so no oro ni chemu Tishegu OC post office na omo Ben MTN office no ko na yambo na oseno yamani ntwani tinanema and the year per farmer 0598 731 823 0598 731 823 na 0559 139 0559 139 ko na gentleman dental clinic yambo na ozunya hode nanema and the year per farmer Millennium Constructions maka ze ure fi amanone a eye simple kra emfe sika ne nko enkonkoma of adade obedi okoka oba me ma examples bebra emwa man tutu yere nko yie kra etimi emfa ma na kwa me wusa wu no me kra na me boa edo kokowura myesa nka wawu kane unye sika kra nkotra ma no na wanya bidi aba bisifi oboa ozika no waje adi wantu ana mo bia na akwa eze aze animguase kakra ya aba ne ade a ntino ewozo bo modern na utimi eye nhihye ni yie na nso nya nkofo ebeboa ma ne owa ma no ne no o pasase ato o pesi sifi ma na o pefi ato ofie na dada opeze renovate mawa Millennium Constructions and also ni omo edi nkomo mo damufu a adanse ho niema bia opebi omo so ye ubenya omo na boadwuma saa ma ne kofo eka omo asem ebo omo ba so ne yina ne se okọ aban mu a eba ne schools awodo na hospitals awodo na eba ne churches awodo na era for eba ne niema bia te so omo into real estate development no schools awodo na posters awodo na omo na ede omo ko ekokosi omo system no 15 to 20 solid years na jezo omo no bia enya asem da ne yina zo medwuma no eho te papa there's a Millennium Construction so no difa omo ne yeboa na ne amande da ye pa etimi form se men control the project no emfa wo bebi a land ne wo de yare so obeto omo nkra ombeba aba be ne kama pa etimi area amount form na no na ne omo nkasa 0244 274084 0244274084 Millennium Constructions, we build your dream. Opoma Kumasi Boshe Nayas Junction Omowa Omo Ebujuma Dank Nature Healthcare Ere Makasa Yari Bakwa Edin Kofunya Pano Eye Namiare na Dank Nature Healthcare Complex Eba Babazano Yabwa Manaswa no Honkwana Doc Ebo Modiama Uzampa Yaye Weni Dunya Enam so Amawo Yoba Wa Peba Unyebi Oye Bema de Namso ama no otedua no edu bebi a efon no awode hyere nim no ni nyina na ye yaye we izaze obi ono nso onye nsusuanso bi a obozera wa hyase enu mundro bi da bi enye ne sa Dank Nature Healthcare o machines a ye di bedoso ahụ se yaye no eye we ni we na tie ye wi a ya se ma wadura pi so ama nsoro we nya wayarisa na ne makoye pera ma doko se o cheki adebia nipa no pepepepe mu baako ere bo wode kokoti nam yaye na de etiane zo yo ba obozo bebre pa ansa na wenya ba owa na himfi ono yo hene wadwe ama na ekro ojonso obre owa na nso bi gu we ebema ozo jonso amu apai owa na nso bi gu na nsa wanso bi egu ade no wa ye kra etimi damage u kidney no o liver no ebetimi ama weni efra timi pacho rabu ewo Dank Nature Healthcare Complex na yambo na nso no jina wona so na nema enko yepa emfama horo kwa otumu se ho na efe ye papa ena ye obebu awurama o kokra no ya ye kono wa wasa kofa ya ba fi ho ne de entisa de bibia de na kwama nema eko kama pa ede mo yare wa hodo na omo eso ano na afi onura hodo na ebo ama osoro wagya na so pomo a oro ni chemo trade preachi number 2 a na cheso bi omo fadok na ne nkasa ha bia obi ano ene doc eni nkomo 0244 017 556 0244 017 556 na 0266 593 330 0266 593 330 dankana ahotofi omadaroma jeromuna jabo modena manonese no atwaso kama peri ama sana mekeno o join here live on Fakye TV obo mode like ya na wa share na we jam message no na boama tutu na daye pa etimiara mana tetem so no ye show several city robo e wo the Moroccan Football Federation no omo asoye omo confirm is enche na afcon no ejipene na dwumade no etimi akoso na hobehia so omo ebebo ayonkofa kensie bia oman ni be sisi omo na aboa ama bibi akoye pa etimi area mo de yazi November ya no omo ball friendly matches mienu a na chesa no be die papa na bietini on the 14th November omo ni Mozambique minor and everybody na the 18th no omo the Cranes of Uganda and everybody ezi dwumade no ebe koso the Grand Stadium and what 10 gear ni na ze omo jirize nei already the qualifying matches and our playoff be ramono na chesa be yaso also mo di ramo bibia eboana bibia ada yi kama pa so etimiera ma Morocco man no ntie no nkomo mo di aba betu dwa no din ye papa na abeke enche na luta ba bere ma say the World Cup no Youth Championship eje pene so wo Chile no Morocco man no na bobo de koko jijuma de no erisi omo na so na kwara ba ko ka squad no wa ne di no ye friend Utumani Mama ono ebo adwuma de ma Watford bobo ko ne Obaba be do ne club na so ye no na ewo so bobo de etimia wo kamena na every year papa o join live on Fakye TV na how to muzampa o ye world champion na the gold medal ne ba say and e wo kam o yanko ne yanko ko tie fele ne kakra. Until no ye akwaba ye bomo de etimi ede ma Morocco ni akwara ye friend Utumani Mama omo jirize ejumoko ekoko bere ma ne mai Morocco na boa aboma baba be the second African country about the World Youth Championship and the World U20 Championship no Ghana ye ne bomo de GB kane that's 2009 fiokono na Africa ye kwa nema enshera mfa ba Morocco mana ba aba be break that record na iri o ma baba be the second African country o so no agibi anema ekoye pa etimi edema o so ye na so jamu 7 fiama no ne eba na Felipe Luis former player Edma Atletico Madrid uze Obaba be Ramo Real Madrid o you side o efio be Ramo Deportivo La Corona ero fio be Ramo Atletico Madrid obeboy de ma Chelsea after hono niaman ko yero cyber ebe rambe ye dwuma de ma Atletico Madrid fio no okoko join Flamingo Bobo Corney okwa Flamingo said no pare confirm de man no yo mu coach o de omo qualify Copa Libertadores no omo Ramo the grand finale non obi podcast no na Mikel Obi eno edin common na chance no na obisa no ze Obaba be Ramo Chelsea no oba na oye top left back na komuni so Obaba be ejuma na simple cra e na ma Chelsea but obra no niam anko yi amfama no gidi ze dienti e na mbo ama na de ye amfama no Chelsea say na Felipe Luis ebomo de chebuche.
It's amazing because amazing story because Mourinho, he called me a lot of times there when I was in Atletico, and he said, "Come here, come to Chelsea. We're gonna be champion. For sure, it's gonna come Fabregas and also Didier and also Diego Costa and you. We think Ashley Cole was leaving that time, so we need a left back. So it's gonna be you, okay?" So I decided to go there. I had an opportunity to go with Bayern Munich, but I decided to go to Chelsea.
Bayern Munich.
On that time, yeah.
Oh wow!
And I chose to go to Chelsea because of him. And then the first games of the preseason, I was playing really bad, and I feel I didn't adapt so well. And the first league game, I was already on the bench to Aspi, and I went to talk to him. I said, "Look, why you brought me here? Because
First game of the season.
Wow. He brought me here to stay on the bench because otherwise I'm going to stay in Atletico." And he
until no ye komo bomo de tiere to ya cheza pa oba Chelsea na niamamo edin ka crazy the first preseason game no say adeno enshara mfa na ose season ne sha se no na chese no tincha na Caesar aspri quarter na ebo na otwebe yo sibisa na yo se masa ma menka no krencho obo na obo no e ade wo form to use ori ho e di ozo ball season back yo hunza then mfa pe ero fi o sign call back to Atletico Madrid e kokobo ejuma na obi to aso bisa na ze ne ye wo England no already this season league na e koso England no o jire se team ben e de betimi agere si na so say e na Felipe Luis e bomode din komo etimi e refa.
Well, I think Manchester City is always going to be there, top 4 for sure. They have an amazing squad, and for me, my opinion, the best manager ever, Guardiola. And but Arsenal, they also spend a lot of money, and they have the same manager as well, and they want they want to win something. I believe they're gonna be there, and for sure Chelsea.
Yeah.
I believe in Chelsea because the way I see Maresca playing and his style and the way he thinks about football, it's really difficult to play against Chelsea. For every manager, I think you're gonna play Chelsea. You have to prepare this game really well. Otherwise, you're not gonna touch the ball. So.
Anti ano ye komo pomo di etimeri tu jati komo no dia na ezo yi teams be mako na mani na mo osio uni se Manchester City player quality no ni coach oteche no ebobo modern no ma jena abo mani ma ko ye pera mo no we no bizanze Diego Pablo Simeone ewo Atletico Madrid no ogidie se debi ba beso a Diego Pablo Simeone edi Atletico Madrid boboko no ebeji UEFA Champions League na no sio o pay pa na hwimu na bam na omo no no empra no mienu omuti anye ye na Real Madrid boboko no e show mo the grand finale but ogidie se debi no ebetimi abama de ma pay pa no amanaji Champions League no say no so obo de chichi.
Well, one thing I can say to you is his dream, and you can feel that he never loses passion.
Yeah.
He is so passionate. The way he goes to the training, he speaks to the players. He really wants to win it. So I believe that it's gonna happen someday. The team is amazing right now. They made a lot of huge signings, and the squad is really strong. And I hope he can do it because I think Atletico deserve it. And it's really, Champions League was really cruel to us.
Yeah.
We lost 2 against Real Madrid, one in the last minute, one in the penalty. I think Champions League.
Anti Amoria Commando Warichemo Flamingo, our coach and friend Felipe Luis on Obi podcast no a bomb diary 2 jani in a boa man yamakoye peremano story rasu jamo England Man United atintede ni na zene our current no Alexandro Martinez Dorona Erfen Licha ana Bucha wasan aba ne after so ko ekoko trafia na predi ni nyano wa baba be rome boa man yamakoye pa etimi ede ma club no ti last the video no to so a ozi ani gisem kese pa Erema Manchester United boboko no ezanso mo se Alexandro Martinez de sojechi ona obo edwuma de ma club na ebeboa nyamanema akoye kama paso etimi edi amomonti de eniji sema ewurame ma club na ye de ho sesem no ewurame boa man ya makoye pere man tiri pacho Alexandro Martinez na jeze wahwe na ewuramtie no ene ya de daso eboa man tutu no ekoye kama pere man na comeback no nearma de dia over the weekend Manchester United omo eji omo naso na omo Nottingham Forest boboko no edi abweni end of the game no era na pin perfect Ruben Amorim kokusia nsenchofo eri omo edi nkomo na nkomo didie ni no era omo bisa anze ya hu se ne licha babak na wababak no dia na be kere afa nkomo se na Ruben Amorim mebo de edi edifa Alexandro Martinez.
As a return to first trade, that's a great boost. When do you expect him to be available for the side, and is there anybody unavailable for this weekend?
He wants to go to this one. He's not going to this one. He's going to take time. He started training with us, but we had to change some things in the exercise for him. So slowly he's going to get better. He's really good. He's really good, and he gives us that edge in every training session. That is also really good for us. The rest of the guys, we have one more day. I don't know about Eric.
Antia Moya Commando Wanichima Perfect Ruben Amorim, a bomb dereba, a barbetuga, Chelsea name Martinez, Nan Compazoko, Nottingham Forest game in Amono, Amemana rest in recently out on South Fred Zombra, and Mabi Jamu Bujma, and Famomana, nay, only Sean Dutch, and a co Akakobo. What is our podcast? Bisu Aqua Kase. So no ne nanko Manchester United and ka obobo mode arena matches dodo na e dia chen na san komo no te no se na si for the weekend no na ko akakobo se na Ruben Amorim e bobo de ye no so ano.
First of all, maybe it's true. If we play in the 4-4-2, we won more games. But I always said that I have a way of playing that is going to take a while, and then in the future is going to be better. So we don't know that. Then I can look at Shandaish as a manager and then as a pundit. If you are a pundit and you don't say very strong things, I don't want to watch you. I'm the same with so I can understand that it's completely different job, and I know that Shandaish is really smart and he knows how to play the game. And he also understand that one thing is when we are seeing the game.
Until no year come on Ruben Amorim media to ya Jezelo cre so no 4-4-2 and Kampa or any matches be now so no in change the story no say Shandai after said ni onu drama si coach no or say pandit na wa no nyede on kansema edu ono ko ye coach no until Jiri say Pimpani a smart guy and we come up Baba Rama ye de eto aso era man United aso be metete say Thomas Tuchel or the English national team coach they say or consider I say a break here beba you know likely say ni Mason Mount or betonsa a friend or about na Baba Rama Bujuma etimiera England minor as also Mason Mount ejuma obo edema Manchester United and Modemona and who be so besia baba kan waba ababe jama boma bibia akoye kama paso etimi eriama England minor etiere eriaba ababe to ya so in the Premier League you know EPL player of the month October yere nominees no ababe Rama neze dasona ohra tumusampa ano edem presence the month October no ejuma mrantie bibia bono yade ano eshinti no rema ye Cash Bruno Guimaraes Erling Haaland and afia brantie friend Krupi Abraham Mbuemo Mukiele ene yewo ebiti se Thiago na Julian Timber edi omo na emranti eze the month October no omomodo etimi aso eni ye papa and after coach of the month October na and also no checking managers na your Ruben Amorim and I want Mikel Arteta Arsenal and after Unai Emery Aston Villa and after Fernandoni Areola also Jamu Bridgman etimi erema bonmo na goal of the month no and Uzampa nominees no nya de keto akra nei Antoine Semenyo so the video ne to so na hwesa the goal no any baby of far ball ni fie ba eba be body share na jeze na no edin papa and Antoine Semenyo the goal share the 3rd October against Fulham na go no enso etimi erama other nominees no Mauze Moises Caicedo enso ewo mu bi ere wo other players Uzapa ejuma no bobo na no edi Mohamed Salah mo na afi so no omo Michael Kano Nick Votamed mu nyina na emrante a omo ewo mu erese beboa amane makoye pretimi era mo na Liverpool for era no mo fans ni yam hihye omo kakra na ina zo omo say the last time Liverpool lose 5 consecutive games in domestic competition no was 72 years ago omo say that year no omo ko relegation na go be say na Liverpool team we better ko relegation na almost a record that wa ano edempa say 72 years ago was the last time Liverpool ever more than 5 consecutive games in domestic competition omo lose no yes omo echo relegation e we no ye attend to that reporter if you am so about the Chelsea Jeremy Frimpong yes ni pra na me say setback bi asa ba ma report the Chelsea Frimpong and like he said no otwe no e mako ensia era na Jeremy Frimpong so no ebeko akwa trafia na chesa no edempa area ma club na ho sesem no ye di eromo so no etiniera mana family mo Newcastle United na so na me ni nkomo aka omo jezo omo player of the month October akwa area ma brantie na omo fa de face Milana ye friend Malik Thiaw omo zo October no omo diri ze play bia eri o bobo eri chen no they presenting award no area ma no say na isietie.
Thank you very much. Manny, congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Manny, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Until no year Komaro wani HMA Baba Betujano Edia Papa Rame Gebre Jesus Arsenal Omo Ashere Uzo no habo mo upload the video area to the Instagram page. You make genuine more and also in your ACL Gusu Pushi sa ho de be bana World Cup no aba ababe jama bu ejuma etimiara ma Brazil man until Gabriel Jesus na Uzapa oye ejuma ye papa posko so no ye tete say ne wa confirm zeba ne pandetry work na de akọ e de apem onye bim ne yina zo so wo ne babi wo ho a oye sa nkwada na ye omo kasa omo breni bia ya na akwara na so bisa na sema na dwene nhyedan sisi so ne nkomodie ne nye enti no all concentrate aresa ne babe ma no na eno no entimi ensan ma meka ne djuma na be ka ho a ebe ma na edin kakra nti se ne obonze post school so baba be pandit bi no reporter e Finland e ba ne cheso de akọ etimi area pema me Real Madrid no training pictures no kakra na nkonfo enjoy and all the one reach your body be basa etimi ewura ma na chese na no edin ye papa ni na ze Madrid for ne prepare nyambo weekend di omane Balantia ere di ebebo ani a ebe Roma Estadio de Santiago Bernabeu na retraining no said ne niam yesi ekọ ye na no ze Jude Bellingham no Franco Mastantuono no Frank Garcia na no one Aurelion Chouameni ejuma omo bono yadia ano edin papa na eze about La Liga ni ma open midfielders abo modern omo abo forward passes ano edin padia omo the ranking aba da ba ze yes this season no midfield abako ejuma oye de ma Real Madrid boboko no yadia eso ani ye papa no France ni be friend Chouameni ni na zo omo pe La Liga no midfielders abo passes akọ enimu padia ono na air top yezu rate 90.21 no unifu resurrection radio cookie Atletico Madrid 89.68 and after no Mark Aguedo enso 89.19 and also 87.88 Frankie de Jong 87.5 and Didi Sosario Mansono Freddy Valverde and after so na sio baby no and ada gulia eboa mane makoye perman and Drake metete se Lyon komono boy nani je ho ni nanze Hendrick ya cancel ze odiriza World Cup no e wozo ko ne koko jambo ejuma etimiarama Brazil man o tra Madrid onya playing time na ere beto ja so Olympic level for asase ni didi nkomo yezu romo ne camp na ni je ho odirize no ko ne ko roma beboa amane ma koye pa ere amana nas mamere Robert Lewandowski arope no or report was Ciutat Esportiva Juan Gamper na enyade kitwakra edi or report ni e good news ere ma ba sanra Luther Kachoze wa joining group na oba nyababa boamane makoye pa etiera momana ne e wo Ciutat Esportiva Juan Gamper oni goalkeeper friend wo check session na efrekwa edi omamienu no ojibo na ro abo na goli ade atonobo na ono so abo na wasan abo na to goli echi na odiniti age ni na azezi we no onsanka ho edi goli so person de ne sabe kona so ni na mo no Lewandowski ne bomode eye no eboa mane makoye pere mo na ni gisama ba Andrea Mark ter Stegen nei ono so join squad now for the first time no obomode trainee e wo grass no so eye good news edema Barca bobokoro so mo captain no after so ko ne kokko surgery no ne ma de da ye kama pa so etimi area mana obana wababe romna boa ama bibi akoyere amoma dani almost no etimi join group na ne oni almost etimi trainee era mama Barca omo injury update no otumu ze a good news de my club no na say that then Oma back to train Lewandowski back and Juan Garcia aka 1 week no ba Andres Christensen aka 2 weeks Rafinha yes 3 weeks obe konche na afi Pedri and so about there 6 weeks no so no e konche Andre Mark ter Stegen 7 weeks and afi Gabi and so 4 months and no e adia Romo Barca o so ya e mo amane man ko ye pen fam na Camp Nou and I metete it is a club na ye hihye ya ye very open Camp Nou nyambo November 7th no mo zo mbema kwan aye training session on mema kwan madodo na ababa be bi na aboa amane ma koye pa etimi area mo na Barca wa bi no ere azine uko Morocco yes club ba ko ofa Barca skase ko munjintum no mo ne o mo beba yon ko fa kan se bi Morocco na tirie oboze Barca for na say time no mo de ahye no gise ABOU UEFA Champions League no obo fimu round 16 ansa no metimi another game no enye no age so mo twema season ko etimi ere prem titie no echesa anwa that friendly game no o metimi cancel no tie no e dia baba be rama ano e dia yeri tudwe etimi era ma ne Atletico Madrid for e bomode etuni of Vanda Metropolitano na FA papa o join na hwebia uzampa o mo training no ne daso a o mo so boabo mo na ne ma adadi impera mo na wie ya La Liga mpefo confirm say La Liga save of the month October akweda mare Tico Maro goalkeeper friend Jean Oblak na Oblak save no dinya save of the month ni hey adi we do tumuza pa na no edin pa o bebi abo no to no bia nim say ball na she no bomode etinye save situation no enti ono no mabomode de that special award no ewramu kama pa so e de amana ye de ho sem no ewrametini area amana nas mame Anford as a way your Antoine Griezmann 200 goals wabomode a she no and a Nike for no a designer shirt with the abrena Oshema the goal celebration in the goals are washing no and omodi a trend number 7 almost oko Atletico Madrid almost so na omo the special edition aba o ya Atletico Madrid fan obetimi akona wakwa kutubi na boa ama na ma koye Paramount Antoine Griezmann and an Eurwani Chema Bobo Quer from Atletico Madrid almost sponsors here from Nike abomodi aye etimiera bomo ano edin para mame Anford na me hwe kakra ni nanze Madrid game omone Liverpool di bebo ni nyambo abna de ni no yesi Xabi Alonso zo prezo use your same rule tactics ni bi eti Madrid for no enkonko training ewo Anford unze mandatory ze ukokro ni mu a and also training day before the game. Now, so also say Monday, no, Madrid for the between no bad the babas after no. Omefio no makwa kuromo England ade che ape na game no makọ etimi akwa but is it that game no Trent Alexander-Arnold nem peso aso no ere Danny Kaba epra no Trent ebe start game no aboa amane makọ yie pa etimi era mamre ko ba mamre na bobo so emfa ma menyamente se Kevin De Bruyne se yazine no Belgium for na mom pa bomu anye din pa ebe din said the World Cup no obeba be jama bo ejuma etimi era ma Belgium man yese tie problem onya ya lutaba ababeri on komo etimi cho no omo say serious anra ye we kra no ontimi en recover betwe etimi era ko enimu kakra and yes depend on the recovery no anra ye World Cup no ontimi amba nyama me jamu bo ejuma etimi emfa mo ma from Belgium Luciano Spalletti eri ma me arrival no Continenza ni nyina za no period to anim ze ne obeba ba be signing a contract no aboa amane ma ko ye period ama Juve zanze after say I go to the call you know omujiri zo munya coach bi obeba na wa ba be bo omunti no Luciano Spalletti no ba eba be du ye no and I was a net fans no work am no no mo work am no ne fans ne kokukushia ya no ne omo twitwa pictures ni ade we signing a contract na we are the aka as a club no ebe confirming official na aboa na bibia ada ye so no etimi ede amo Marcus Thuram so no ewo Inter Milan bobo koro maso no yes ne bibia dedadia ono so behwe na wabomode adjoin group no ene omo etimi etri no zo no so nye pra kakrakọ ekokoko tranchen a omujirisa hode na ba baba be join group no ne omoba ababe training na boa ama bibia akoyera mana report fi Saudi Arabia ba no ejezepin pa Mad Academy yere de ne di no ye friend Abdullah Hanad or the ababa be tuga chese Leo Messi contacting no e ka che no said a 4-month break na before the World Cup no and MLS ni be yana be ya en komo man kwan na o ma me ye ejuma Saudi omo league ni mumba mane man ko ye pen fama no ozinka 4 months no yamano kwan na academy na your friend Madi Academy no oni omo ma me ejuma but also contact Saudi omo sports ministry no omo so omo rejected that offer no omo jiri so omo ni nye training camp nya ho na Messi beba ababe training ukro ya omo sise sike o wiase nyina de ma wanje na ne de na aba obeze 4 months na break ni beba roba na obabe training e horom tie no enkoma oru ani chemo Saudi Arabia ababe to ya PS Morgan conference nyambo next week only Cristiano Ronaldo ebesa ye interview Ronaldo PS Morgan interview no na di Ronaldo every Manchester United call ye PS Morgan Ronaldo interview so no and a bomb dia revelations out on eba ye concerning ne papa yes this round we no so no ebe personal kakra nkoma odona e fa na brabomu and 1000 goals are what target no ni no ni PS Morgan ebe di nkoma na abo amanema abda ye peda mo gata sai so no ebo mo dia next level mo sponsors no ere omo project na omo abo mo dia omo eye no ni nyina mo no omo ewurama na chese abo ama ntutu no adeda ye kama peda ama ne players no ekokoro mu koko support to project no omo girize project no na efre ye papa ni nyina mo no mu ewura mo ne boa man tutu ye no koye kama pa so etimi ere mo mo edun nsem no ewura metimi ere ama enya your official se ada gule ena ado ni chemo Real Madrid yes the month October no oye Real Madrid player of the month etie no e report ado ni chemo Madrid so aba betodwa ano edin ye papa ye ba Real del ye kwere papa ya fo ne banama sera kese ye nko etimi afama Royal Age maka etimi era chose ne jumako ba ko maba omejuma omobo ne di omo yere ade a edamufo eboa mane makoye pa etimi eremanti nero ewozo romo the Royal Age o maso yere eboa mane makoye mo ye nkofo a ene yabo mode ajo motuma omukra lines a ene omo ye travel and tour agency wo Ghana ha ye ne Ghana Tourism Authority no akambo mu ye djuma eboa ema individual abusuafo anansempo companies a wodo na obezo tukwan fi Ghana ha ye di wakejamu wako akwakuro na abo mane makoye amanti ne obezo kwa amano ne kokko ye djuma ekokonye sika bibra ena afisu kra no pezo roma mono ne kokoju ani a eba no hotel reservation a omre e di amana fi ticket on sensem ene ze organizing comfort ere omo roma mono ne ama so ato a me patwe Royal Age ene oso roma ne boa mane makoye pere man ze ne omo per 500 construction workers a yere omo ko nyakwako roma Dubai ze ne no oye bendes anansi pono ebane plumbers awro omo hia bi na afi so no carpenters awro na omo ehia bi tilers awro na omo ehia bi na afi no se ne ebane construction work no unim nani so ana adwuno de ma construction company bi a na peso wura mu Dubai ekoko bu adwuma de yanso be contact Royal Aid for na ne omo edi nkomo ne aboa amane ma koye pa etimi na mazo ntwa kese ograbe ze 8,000 Ghana cedis a oduru omo maso ya ye babo na ya visa no etimi na ma no omo de ma ne dan shoko ne ze visa ne de man sana sikebi a woso otwia no onso watwia na aboa ma ne ma deda di so etimiera ma na ne no opeze obo modern na onso uramo na oboa ma ntoto de de ma me de omo na ma ne tudwa na wafa na ne omo edi nkomo yesi apart from no oro ni chiemo Dubai a na just a direct employment no say that here about the factory workers na sorry you know 4,000 to 6,000 Ghana cedi oye adwuma warehouse a workers necessarily 4,000 to 6,000 Ghana cedi say na okwe adwuma hotel na restaurant no and also sorry you have 4,000 to 6,000 Ghana cedi about the security on sensema 7,000 to 15,000 Ghana cedi na afi no mo so no eba na say mo ye riders a mo ye deliveries a wodo na no and also one je kra no be say 8,000 to 90,000 Ghana cedis a na je ze no no hunya so the local licenses dia ebe ramizan ze ujuma die no ne nieme wo se yedo form no ye rober farmer ansa na wako akwakuramo mo ye farm workers no sorry ni 4,000 to 6,000 Ghana cedis na cleaners no 4,000 to 6,000 Ghana cedis na afi no simtres ana tailors awdo na mo so mo wa kwanya so mbeko akwakuramo na boa amane ma kwere amana for mo packaging so e de man kofo a mo pese mu ramo e wo Europe ekokokubu ejuma etiba bi ti se Luxembourg baby ti se Australia baby ti se New Zealand and afi Peru Norway Republic of Ireland Denmark Netherlands Serbia Bahamas Canada Poland and afi Hungary ni na no ye rena ya boa manema akoyi kama pa so etimi edi amount me pa ramo na ya boa na ne man koyi pen for me zanzene ya bo modia juma ko ba ko a omobu ejuma no edempa no eye Royal Eja kwantu no be bia peso rebia no ye bo modina ye do ewram na boa amane ma koyi pen amount omo na ma no e wo screens no so betimi afa na oni omo edi nkomo na nhihya wodo a omo edema no ye timi edi ewram na boa ma tutu no adeda ye kama pa so etimi amount omo daroma ye ba bejina mo ebo ejuma no kama so etimi amount yana ya na ho quick ye kwere ba pe ebedwafo ne beba na afa di akedia no ye timi era to so era ma ye dan wo ye ba ya pe pense. care for mama. Was day on Facebook was you are down Fakye Sports on pa and age my palm enjoying the show live and clear at teaching man. Was you are saying K4 news former student of teaching man Jackon Community D Senior High School. The other Erben Tijani was the all Fakye Sports ABOU. We thank God you are back with a strong health today. It's my son, Cameron. A birthday. Please wish him happy birthday for me. Watch you live from a mountain Bono East inside a Crack Nation Babrin Salon. So, Cameron, a special one from Anana Yipa second. Good afternoon, Abu. Welcome back. I really miss you. Hope it's all is well. Greetings to Bismarck, Sister Abigail, and our fingers. Update on Barcelona, please. Fakye Sport, Papa. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm Steven and I watch you live from Bandai in the northern region of Ghana. And I was Richard Boateng. I was saying, good afternoon. You people are doing a great job today, this afternoon. Yabo Vicent Abu, keep up the good work. Warm greetings to my small girl. Her name is Eva Evans. Watch you live from Kontanase. Hold on, the fear baby. New fancy Sawa. I was saying, Sunyani Road. Liverpool formless. Atasapa. Greetings to Honorable MC Achuman Wabija South. Honorable Wisdom Osebo Amokunkom Starboy. Watch the show live and clear at Meme Airport and on the Konsukoju Chrome. Watch you live. Congratulations to my darling club Arsenal for a fantastic victory yesterday against Stubborn Brighton. My 2 goals to 0. The Gunners, Yan Konkwa. Nana side, the Tonka Chenana. I was there watching you guys. And I'm a Kobo Cordier. Honesty boy. Hi Abu. My name is Kennedy from Boaman Titrim. Update you on Barcelona injuries. Zurona Medemao. And I feel Tete Yoshua. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm Johan. Watch you live from Tema Newtown. Awojumat. Dabi Gate. On the fee. Evans Abdotui. Watch you live from the Central Region, Cape Coast. And I feel Jude Kobe. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm watching the show live from OEB. Isaac Opoku. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. I'm watching you live and clear. Inside Bekwai, Bodoma. I'll say more update on Real Madrid camp. Filippo Kwabre Kesemabu, my darling club, Krobia Kumasi Asante, have a long way to go to win the CAF Champions because the players do not stay for long due to financial problems. Greetings to my daughter, Frimpong Mansui Chan Felix, and my mother, Antimir of Geneso Filippo. #Fakye Sport no etimi eto aso kama pa. Duzo de no obetimi de aba eba na ya kenkan kama pa. Edi ama na bo na nema adeda de on your WhatsApp line is 020-754-3637 020-754-3637. Debi awe kanse ye ne mo a eni di dwumadi no nti o message ni ade a ehun hia me ye papa. Ranford Hadi Ozzy Amba, greetings to Habib and Ozzy, and as I sense an Eric Ten Hag in slot Yoreba Ebe Ramon no special Habib aboko there.
Alhamdulillah. Ode also so here.
Oh ya me adom ye kram kan
na ye kakra.
No ye kakra.
Da me hase. Sidan na media. Easy. System na or more to the eye na but the good Lord is still merciful. Kakra.
Sure. I mean, the mass were around Nanka. Onye na mimbo we quick na ye realm na emwa na neman de daddy. Okay, Martin Yaman Komra, Obana. Yeah, we especially all them are fine. I was out slot on the record lawyers. This is 72 years ago. I'm in Liverpool, yes, our record will be so we'll lose to domestic games after some bring no more relegation. But I was a radio relegation. Yeah, and
after battery, the common would do cry mammy home. But we'll get there. If slot in common, but before that, I'm sure same for free. Maybe answer my baby view with Liverpool and you know. Mr. Say, can couple move ya bravo, and yet to say Ruben Amorim day. From shame to fame. Kuku, the Amorim F4 in the past by 2-3 months. Now things has not been easy. Oh yeah, stories. No name who say month of October, coach of the month, nominees nearby. You know, Amorim Dika. Who say production the two Samoa, Ruben Amorim, Mikel Arteta, Andoni Iola, and then Unai Emery. Giving the Obeji Award. Straightforward for Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta, straightforward for him to win the games now without even considering they go. I have something to say about that midfield. But for Ruben Amorim, say coach, just last month, yeah,
September ini ye di nkomo say he has no business being part of Manchester United omo project na omo de call omo anim. Na almost all the tablets were saying say Papa ne surviving through December. Manchester are waiting to get into November. Now the sacking clauses ni scanning woman a buffer man. Not just 1 month after sa enkomo. 1 month in the crown swing year. Yebo coaches in Naya or Modimbo so any Premier League in ma. Amorim Ababe Kahu. How happy can one be than the actual Ruben Amorim? He said, oh, Tanasi Dino, and Yemo Komu, Amanio Komu, and the situations are of finding itself the tight corner. Ah, no, Jinanande. Say, ye per 4 coaches, I say, man, Tia Yedimun Kumin. Obi P. Abba the table of men. Obi Tmaba Betana Hubia. Ye ja Pep Guardiola more. Ye ja Anslot more. Ye ja Enzo Maresca more. Ye ja Oliver Glasner more. Mention the other coaches or more Premier League no or no Ruben Amorim the other 3 managers making 4 to compete for the manager of the month. Deservedly, he knows he's not going to win it. He doesn't deserve it. But for him to be part of that table alone, I think that is a big plus and a sign of relief to reference Ruben Amorim. So when I say it, I'm very happy for him. I think that Kakran will start here or get things back on track for Manchester United. Not only that alone, and a positive news for Manchester United. We got another positive news. Hey, story now where I said Licha is back.
Yeah.
And what join any team no are full training and then coach in the home come said Lisandro Martinez no on Racing and Fanny but he's available, he's fully fit for training with the team. What they told in China, share the no weekend. Except for the first time Premier League abako semu. Say a particular weekend Liverpool a lose game. Chelsea are losing game. Manchester City are losing game. And Manchester United are winning game. Oh, yes, now over the weekend. Matches are a deal. It's very unfortunate. My friend, no, but whoever is in production is with me with data. So I will heard the big teams. The matches on the weekend we are. Chelsea was Spurs.
Yeah.
Liverpool, I think they have a game to play against Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Then Manchester City playing against, I think AFC Bournemouth also. So what it means is that the likelihood set some of side teams ever say dropping points now through anything being equal. Manchester team call City grounds. No Coco share Manchester United team call City grounds. No Coco share Nottingham Forest 4 in a row, and then they pushes themselves into the top 4 discussion. Ombet me wrap up as it stands now. And just a point any separating how many teams now are more top 4 almost 16 or more top 4 and was 17. So it's just a point any separating almost. Aside that, on a Manchester City, I was the same points as 16 goal difference and is separated on a Man City. Decided the near America Queen, I say, new way to be able. Oh, Manchester United. Meaning the reset, said the Mampani Mahama Bekaribina, SU Manchester United, how things are being resetting. Our club, Manchester United, say, to also say there, I think that they are in the right frame of mind, they are in the proper position to start having an environment. A bit accommodating whatever they want to do. About one manager and a free mind to operate, to think and make sure that saying you're back into normalcy. We can build upon confidence now, then going forward. Subsequent games, I will do it anymore. Yeah, granted results are positive. So I think that it is good news surrounding Manchester United as it stands now. And then the manager in question, Ruben Amorim, I can say there. On G award, but he's the happiest manager when it comes to the managers are more Premier League man. He do a more home come from Manchester United. By a mention for the share or game and drag. Now 4 goals to 2. So now Bayern Eddie winning match 4-1. I am not interested in the scoreline. Bayern a winning yet. She say a Jumana is a company a or Chere say German Hobema be any or by Europe so Abema be any Tiena before the season. Yeah, predictions are ye buy an every Champions League discussing anymore. Young 4-man favorite, company my science to believe. Or catch race engine was a 4-10 matches in a bounce, nothing on draw a single game or share goals or score like as a just entertainment you know yeah. I think the manager deserves to say Barnabas, but Nipa me Barnabas and Nintia me by a munching come on. Aya Quadana move free Liverpool. APM ewo Bayern Luis Diaz. Who can say me no be doing come about a month or so or 2. Ebra Liverpool for among call for be faithful ni bi started a can say signings bi a omaye any players bi omo free ho an upgrade of omo free ho no e na omo de aba Mohamed Salah bu fu ye Echo say it is better they appreciate the wabe boye bibi omo then support new ones now but clearly Luis Diaz a player back one situations are surrounding the exit from club and friends at Liverpool now it wasn't that pleasant but after all omuvu call Germany wakwa kunya a fine environment ejuma oye 16 goals involvement in 16 appearances so far for the German side and I think that akwadane modern e was what say sometimes umetima wo baby a uye you are not well appreciated so umu fro ko baby a environment ne beju ama modern bo so ani a kokukro do so a ye ntena fa akuni ani buase and okọ buyer no couple with Mikel Olise Harry Kane mo and the other players are omokan and I think that boy no liberated that the so oye bia wanya ho kwan all year when Andra he had another incredible night for team Bayern Munich oh say ye bought na baso ufri ono ne de na amemo bo Arsenal for na baso chairman the Premier League e bin see that England for no omabako say mu say an English club in a month about 6 matches in all competitions what say ni na one consider a single goal
e bin see that
England abako say mu say Premier League club be you be see a particular month na team no about 6 matches in all competition including Champions League na what winning matches ni na no one consider a single goal Mikel Arteta counting the goals 2 4 5 9 10 12 goals scored in that 6 matches one consider a single goal what it means is that averagely every game Mikel Arteta's Arsenal scored a goal 2 goals almost say 2 goals in every game got 12 now over 6 there 2 multiply 6 gives you 12 so every game or say 2 goals on consider now no we ha na do 30 maybe out I think on Monday and I make catch and say I perceive Arsenal winning something say we Arsenal nia emre na pampan ne bon like uhia bibi say Arsenal they've arrived omadru that stage ni so ombeji bibi ni I don't know what they will win but I think that this season Arsenal will definitely win something. I don't want it to be the Carabao Cup. It is not a valuable trophy for Arsenal to win. I don't want it to be the FA Cup. And yet valuable trophy. It is an important trophy, but and yet valuable for Arsenal to win. I want Arsenal to either win the EPL or the UCL. Those 2 trophies. Ebuba, Arsenal, because Omar Brett, they've come of age when it comes to investment. Arsenal for echo back from competing and from winning. What they told us under manager friends at Arsene Wenger at the time, they said they wanted to build the Emirates. No more Emirates, they will invest in Arsenal in terms of players. No more they are competing. Arsenal we Emirates in how many years? When it comes to investment, Arsenal are investing investment upon investment, managers upon managers post Arsene Wenger. Yet they are not winning anything. Macau has said the last by 4 seasons, Ajuma Arteta Ayeno, they be no be this second. Now they are coming closer. Baby, engineers say that Arsenal cannot afford to tell us, say, or must be this second, or maybe closer. They name Netflix FC, no, say you fool also. Because Xabi Alonso called Leverkusen, Leverkusen from Rania, therefore, we said, I can't say never lose, never winning, and they call never losing. They will not all lose game, or quite trophy, my baby, engineers saying, they Arsenal, how they manage to win games without conceding. A great team, and then they win a team or winning trophy. A team on concede. It's a whole team about 6 on the road. Now on concede a single game. I clearly tell you say confidence in dressing room abasro. Self-belief abasro. Boys not determined. They believe that now they are winners. They can win something. I want to ask na ejina. Kakra. Yem push your monko yenim. Carabao memfanya she. So moji Carabao ji FA Cup. No more lose EPL, the Champions League. I still tell them losers and failures. No, I want Arsenal to win EPL or Champions League. They have what it takes to win.
What's the difference between last season Arsenal team and this
season? Last season Arsenal team, no, any this season Arsenal team. It's the last season Arsenal team.
Yeah.
No, but no more concede.
Okay.
But this season Arsenal team, no. Goals ne loss maybe it's the last season Arsenal team, no. But this season no, and concede. Omako, how many matches in the Premier League? Omako concede just 3 goals.
For about
3 goals per Arsenal concede in Premier League na yabon.
And pay the old can also. Ye show much on us. This is
ABM my. But you see, consistency is very key. They've got to understand, and near maybe a last season or more mistakes be a omoye ya ambo yen rectify sa na man. And this season when Maguire is in your and now says Saliba in your Musquera na omode ne be shimu no equally competent enough to make sure say Arsenal will not miss the absence of any of the two center pair na omobon. Not like last season at the point the Baku pra and Unyanoka o de bia be white be shame omoyen sachere kakra be man a chiro eli kakra. This time around whoever comes in to replace whoever Auburn, the person fit in perfectly. For manager friend said Mikel Arteta on any Arsenal setup no. So I think that the Omoyes is here, any the position they find themselves and clearly indicates they deserve every praise we said them. But yes season now the one Jimmy trophy more abaso. That's what I'm saying. That even if they win the FA Cup and the Carabao, I'll still term them as losers. Arsenal need to set their focus and their target right. EPL, Champions League or nothing. They should fight, and I believe that with the quality that they have and the self-belief and the confidence coach na impose when they playing body, they will be able to compete and win something up in Liverpool. Karim Zito, they say you can't beat Zito twice.
Yeah.
Per my experience in coach, you can't beat Zito twice. But Okolusu to work for the now. As for the supporters, na kofa about my career, say now what dreams the Carella chain home and away. China yes, China twice crowd league.
No, baby, say no coach or ten chair no can. Tomorrow, baby, the two coaches in the share.
There be the same coach in the share twice, but the move back on your naughty bench for Fred Dormon.
Yeah, so
and also as they say, almost 4 matches every need in an Dormon, but Dormon the coach of the man to him as it too. And one and I head coach, but my Nana to be duty was say 4 matches now to be near my coach of the month. Now we lose 9 and to defeat the two. But opinion that is not discussing now. Opinion for 3 times in a row. Oliver Glasner, Archie, Rubin and Slot. Rubin and Manchester will become away. And Slot added not to the proper position in the league, in the FA Cup, and then in the League Cup. 3 different competitions. And on the area Hosem. Say a league in Kwan was a 3 at and Kenya.
It's about your community show.
Yes. Community show, League Cup, and then the league. 3 different competitions. And opinion they not took the proper position. And so where ball now Liverpool ball now. And that's all about convincing football. No more dear Luso. About baller. What tonight now where I had now my tier coach, because some time they ask I cannot read through names and meaning. But one of names now occur after match, I saw Manchester City starting 11 and they didn't have one starter from the weekend, but it felt like their best team. That is a bit of an insight. Chelsea can bring in Estavao. Then after I made 2 substitutions tonight, we had 6 teenagers on Jai's Asim week and Yabufusem. And Yabufusem. My name is Yabufu. We are 450 million pounds. I was summer with what it all wine.
We Kitiki, Van Vet, Jeremy Frimpong, and also Santo Alexander Ishak.
And a Milos Kekic. And a Baku Pride, Diego Leon. And I friends.
Leone.
Diego Leone. And only Leone. And he said, we are signing with 450. Now Manchester City spend about 300. No, so players don't do. Then to a bomb match, maybe our more weekend or bench maybe no that's will be no more bad. Yeah, do see come out a fire. Be your mammy no inEssica. And I'll do the quarter car open. And I'm the media talk cars 2 and 3. It is our car back when I say, now I made the end back once and I'm a truthful fra. Can you blame me? Blame your own self. You have the choice. You make the choice that you want. And I will spend it with the elbow. My name first assembly may excuse. The truth is that a modern one now almost say with Liverpool above from until say na who say Liverpool now share last season. Said they be a judging club. Now they are not to say nobody so far. So and again, I've told you here over and over. So when you read sports science, they will tell you say new administration take over. The new administration syndrome it plays significant role. And this is who enjoys how they live in a reality setting in that is where and when we know say we a good coach and not only a good coach. This is the reality moment. Open your friends and slot.
Waben pamana.
Who mean to me kaso waben pam. Ko when you saw say Liverpool ebe pam ni sisi but the ebe man waben pam no 3 matches net was on.
The difficult one
because I over 6. Na ba akupe e na wunya win. Ewo Eintracht Frankfurt. Against Eintracht Frankfurt in the Champions League. The Akani na defeat. Now on next 3, Aston Villa, Real Madrid, and then Manchester City. Aston Villa the ABA Liverpool feel or manage asset. But modern bono or more bono in the Champions League, I don't think they can beat Real Madrid.
Mate, special.
A trip to Manchester. To Manchester City. Opinion he need to stop talking and start getting things.
That's a park over as we are called there. Nyame kokama kama pa.
Na you can try, but I'm busy. But yes, I'm trying to see. But Yamane. Yeah, very fine. Yeah, very fine. So yeah. Fellows are done.
But confusion,
oh yeah.
I was a DB Abba. I learned the bar.
Oh, I won't.
I will lose you more.
I won't peg garlic.
Yeah, no one. I'm so bonus marks. There's a non better because
good.
I didn't abandon a city.
Yeah, good advice.
Yeah, better. Oh, you're great. You shall come on.
Kwaku, Anna Slot, and then a Juma no Dutch coaches on Premier League Musasani Dinechi. And if the son ever qua, I'm here on also Yabepamono. Because I was share national, so Premier League no coach here. I think that the last time I checked, no Spain for the decline, they had around maybe 16 or 17 coaches about Premier League name. They are being followed by Italians and then Portuguese for no womb. I heard that for no more baby 10 or 11 coaches. I think that Anna Slot near 11 coaches or coaching the Premier League or 3 a year Holland. But Omoba, if you enjoy a year short success, we penny upon Momo. Gullet by Chelsea. Ever get the FA Cup near the Ademom. We need Chelsea for trophy for the first time in 26 years. We are near Pamono. Okonina mu Newcastle e drum rebi no anya na share anya issue ono so ye pamono Gus Hendrick ebe for mu Chelsea winning them the FA Cup kakra ono so ne de no ya ansa ke no bato ba ebe sell nsuo gu jabi so ma na dwo wo Chelsea o share owura ye friend ye Ten Hag so that for no maba no in terms of number of trophies he's the most successful in England because he won the Carabao Cup and he won the FA Cup. But so far the trophy more do and I will say Anna Slot because Anna Slot about the Premier League. But omuni nani wiyepe kwaku ekosise ye pamo. So share owura your friend Martin Jones. We did the Juma Martin my friend Tottenham. But I also fee from you. And I pamo no and he lasted for 147 games.
Martin Yo.
Yeah.
Kaiser coach
yes also be far ho be ye bia do to so we e na asaki no ba open nipa o what short stint pa Premier League ni mo e wadam for a friend e Frank Dubois oba Crystal Palace 4 games pepe e ne pamo na se wotie nsem ni how that coach is in the Premier League ni mo muntimi my consistent performance is due to a fact where they feel say the Premier League need to adapt to them or more adapt to the Premier League. This is from a branch of Rambabel, former Liverpool player or a Dutch and I Ebusan said the athletic Ebusan say a damn thing at that coach is near who's only a good coach is near the no or Premier League anymore or won't to me enjoy a lot of success any a period ever Premier League. No, say for them they seem to be first to a system that they want to always have how no one else will see for more. And no say about Premier League anymore. He will want the Premier League to adapt to another system, no, not on adapting to the Premier League system. No, if you look at Niome Wom, anyhow, that coach is in the Premier League, a be bar and fat near Pamomo, a be bar me, or more answer to me, because Luis Van Gaal, we need something for Manchester United. At the end of the day, he was sacked. But he can't bobo coach in the BD and to media. So it's a place where a Kamia said and yet favorable for a year or more coaches, you know. And Bible tells me arrogant and they failed to adapt to the Premier League system. Koku, that is the same thing I think to slot. And if that is how a Beko near Beto to us what Liverpool won't sack him because of what he did last season. By a boss season, you know what to say. No mere calculations, every performance or the more during the season, and we are not going to sack. Because if you look at him, Now we record out the 2 Jamie Banami Tio record out the 2 Jay. So Mulusu fight call relegation, you know. That's the Liverpool and co relegation. Now Katakatomi and a time position is a place Liverpool follow don't want to be there again. Koku, that position is a position Liverpool follow, they don't want to ever go there again. Liverpool is a team that they've suffered in recent times. No one has done Michel Mobile, Paul Lambert Mo, Lalana. They've suffered, oh. They've suffered, pa. So now, Club Bayern, he gave them something. Your bosses in Libya, Liverpool will be competing. If Liverpool is not competing to win the league, Liverpool is competing to be in a favorable position. And as lot into me, Massa, now so don't go back to that level there. The Liverpool fans won't accept. Just some na will be a special one. Ebia o men pamu. Ebia o men pamu. But ebia na Liverpool for be dwene say omunyano. Na onfa na dwuma enfanto because the kind of performance he's giving and the most scary aspect of it all you say. Onyanya na say of an antidote to normal to Liverpool no. The last time after the game he was talking about balls, a long balls in Liverpool, set piece in Liverpool. And still said the normal sequence, it seems he's yet to find antidote to Liverpool problems, you know. And if it continues like Kwaku, football, no loyalty, no the pay. The supporters will start and come at you that they should sack you. And nobody will pay when we have a call. The next 3 games, you know, will determine the future. Maybe now over the mercy of the Liverpool fans, they believe he won them something last season. None the ball knows to some extent. So on to us.
There are some teams here. Is there Real Madrid over G Champions League more and you're the from far more. Liverpool league no one come let you match. They in club your Mabiji after 30 years. Mabiji also. Omo who be done. Today na one. Ebe convention almost still and support Kolios. Udi kamba ene ma Federico Chiesa ball no body. Udi agili but nane ya ma na ma send them cheese ready tini asame mama na mbia tuze bo akone dia ma wa still struggle. Yeah, Jose no
Kwaku the was started in common injuries near the adeno was sustain him a bit. Because injuries no and you no doing. Injuries no and you no and diaba. Inti no be sustain no a bit. A best sustain no to a point. But say what was now results and Mama Liverpool fans said you must buy honor 7 no. And if you look at the next 3 games at what was no adding Villa on any day in the Premier League, looking at how Liverpool perform, you know, a difficult game. A sanso a fee in Tabia and Emanaya Yikakra. Remarrying the Champions League, but be alone to fever. The confidence is what gather from winning from Juventus game, Barcelona game, going into the Liverpool game, or about with confidence. Manchester City this season are on and off, but still they want to prove a point. So that game too is a difficult game. This game never said. You must slot in twice one answer, you must slot in because the fans will start sad, you know. If no man kuya, it is that coach is no sasano. I'm sure never be due next. The 11th coach I was in the Premier League from Dacha. Oh yeah, my Premier League in India. But no matter 2 year, Basa 4 coach, former coach, the two coach Holland, Grant Coleman, Everton. I did 2 a year. Open your friend go to Chelsea, in Newcastle. I did 2 a year, Luis Van Gaal, Manchester United. They are 2 Ten Hag. They are 2 right friend a year, Martinho. They are 2 right friend a year, Frank de Bono. And we are, it was not on a slot. If nothing changes, and we are some Enzubiti Miaba. And the scoreline, no, 5 games into us. American, the Premier League, the last time a defending champion, they lose 3 games to us. Leicester City, they went to me last season. Team my friend a year. Manchester City be moment me Chelsea be moment me Zadi ni sipe league ni free was and currently as we speak if say Sani dey kwa Liverpool is out of the title race according to no they are today now the Champions League aka the other trophies and now free back no it's becoming scary for ref and a slot e so team where na otimidane ni omani. I listened to a friend Felipe Luis Kwaku. Felipe Luis as now kind no. Anyhow, I know see him say at the time he was coming to Chelsea, he was one of the best left backs in the game. No, our back Chelsea and Tim tam. Ne you be or yeah, right back. Later on, he became one of the center backs are in the 3-man defense that was Chelsea, you know, should tell you how important Ura and friend here, Cesar Spilicueta and here, and my team friend Chelsea. Felipe Luis, Modema, and Bodema, team friend Atletico Madrid that time. How no to me surge forward, no to me combining, moving forward and making sure say we defend it together. But still, when to me adapt to the Premier League system, and when to me and displace you right friend here as Spilicueta should let any single Chelsea and as every single Chelsea supporter should give flowers say near super to right friend here to Spilicueta. Because when the ball no even when he failed at Chelsea, or go back to Atletico Madrid the ball no more than yepa. That is to tell you say that Cesar Spilicueta is a player that Ajuma ball and my team friend Chelsea I know day. He's still continuing with that performance now though age was sort of the Sabia he's giving his all any idea into team because he's one of the players that Mark can say Chelsea turn with a year fear and swapper but the kind of a year emphasis what Chelsea did was our player and yes was a player PR and so to my Chelsea Sabi and so in their history and Cesar Spilicueta but man Felipe Luis with the job he's doing at a fly from me and I think say this is how you never see who how our players and so it's a year and so it's more kwaku. Now if you want to get a coach, get a midfielder.
How?
Fabregas. Fabregas.
Why?
Kwaku. I believe in coaches and their ideologies. The last time on Coach's Voice, whoever wants to listen to Tactics Power, go on YouTube and search for Coach's Voice. You get it there. Coaches in the Brina, Tactics. I was listening to one of a year teachings, and he was talking about how we pay attention and particular attention to the midfield, because he believes that midfield, that is where no matter team BR or no enso team koji. Any coach be on Juma. If you look at Como's midfielder each and every single time, Omudi Juma and sweet me the mom. Guy, no, I don't know where he come from. Sa Dakunga. And this guy say calculator as a wine. I don't know where he comes from. Let me check and then continue. He's from France. Yes, he's from France. If you look at them in the game that Como bar, they are the engine of Timor, your friend here, Como. And there this guy. I think more former players in Libya. Yes. Go and check them and go and see how they give that sort of stability to the midfield of Como. They have not done anything there. But if you see young coach, now coach team, now at the time I know no ball, the kind of things I need who players are doing same. That is where you see a coach is a good coach. Look at the real friend Xabi Alonso. Oba team friend married. He's not done anything a bro so being a bidder. But Chomeni is enjoying himself at team friend of Real Madrid. Because no any priority. That is the position now. When you are playing, you are there and you're not giving you all. He easily identifies and makes sure say or correct you. That is the same thing I had to a year Emrante team friend Komu. When how Fabregas is here, man. So come when you saw what shares you know.
Yeah.
It won't be long. The big teams will start hitting the doors of Uru and said Fabregas. And but you are starting and was starting here to start in Italy with Como, a team that you know said definitely when you start the season you are going to struggle. But he's been able to manage things. Now our board game sometimes a relegation and kakra, but still now of course this season after 9 games or total fifth with 16 points. And he's hitting up. He's writing the story. He's making sure say coaches and I said team owners who will see him and he says someone is somewhere or man. And now make for the snare a year into coaching and a year man. Oh, make for the snare woman a year.
Okay, Mikel Arteta as well. Guardiola de ono.
W ono na sem de Memphis.
Mikel Arteta.
Memphis na sem mbom.
Arteta ona ho.
You talk of Arteta. Enzo Maresca no boss eh.
Maresca so.
Antonio Conte no boss eh.
Conte no nyi dipeda.
Diego Simeone no boss eh.
Simeone is all jidi.
Oze.
All jidi.
Jide menyinini. Say the oil or menyinini. But Juma 1 year with Atletico Madrid no. You bring him here. No, Crabby and never compare not to compare him to
modern coaches.
Modern coaches.
And he need that are falling.
Now for modern coaches now. Say Alonso.
Alonso are made for that.
Yes. Maybe the Vincent company be shall make for that for because I want to have some man who call natural. You go in any general make for by trade. Including the defense. Okay, fine. But what they show there. Alonso Mikel Arteta say Fabregas and so juma. Thiago Motta be flash and then there 8 million. Frank Lampard.
Only the category.
Why yeah, Kwaku. We are saying so who will be. We are saying so who level. Kwaku. So who level. Premier League na level. Wa question ho mane na juma. Ono so was a midfielder.
Joe Odinga national team.
Aya. Dabi yo ngoma no.
Go but Dabi to asu ye kwa Lampard.
Dabi and go
ba na Rooney abe na system.
And go Gerrard.
Gerrard can hold for the announcement.
Ah so on apart from Rangers no ko adwuma ye hu adwuma bia wa ye bia top no chi bia bia.
Na Fasha Javi.
So ni adwuma.
Oh so we go ye.
So I did a league. Oh adwuma.
But if he is your need one.
No ba a good coach.
Chukwu say the upper coaches all farm midfielders no.
Oh yeah sure.
I think so won a bit me aboa na no my team akoya ma.
But oh yeah.
O say I use over there, postcodes over there.
Postcodes is the waja we on your planet bi.
Ya manager.
Olo na ejai.
Yeah, ya manager.
Na bi o say the baby o aze. Kwala no wo san kra na ya ni bia so o kasa. Insisi so na dwe na yi kakra ti o concentrate.
On concentrate no.
O kwa akọ ne ba no.
Ya wo shiri
na waja adwuma.
Ya wo shiri speedy recovery. Ya de nyaade.
Na sama o ka twa to e salad e no ho.
Na bi o bi dig na le kra le ko bi ni na mu.
So yare
nya offer bi fi Inter Milan no.
Yare nyaade pa ya wo shiri ba the speedy recovery. Me ti ni wanya se ya ba yade de.
Me ba. O se ne ba ne. O se ne ba no ne state ni there.
Oh me refuse you can refuse.
Dabi the chire mu na de mam sisi ana na peso de mam.
Autistic.
Okay. Mu na de mam sisi ana peso
sana wakasa.
Oh yeah there.
O Brian sana wakasa ze sa yi ni kakranti sa nkwara na ya na ohwo mu ti expression.
Omo brand.
E different from so be mo kan system ma o e different but we know e adwini mu kakra olu din koma say o brand sana wakasa enche na nsisi na enya kwita so
ya fire rents ni pa ya fire rents post schools ba no baron ko he ne ba no ko sen se no bia na wo kan ono won struggle no waka ba ne se ni wo kan ya na nsisi so ti don ko he ne ba no no making sure say he's taking very good care of Nebano. I don't know if Basa for na say Omega can do day.
Only reopen never cost 17th, i.e. 7th November. Now my public training session call for me but who's there obi so Bismarck Asibu minimum nyani ye dia. Oze made for the coaches are more cast or more medical is minimum juma for you to adu diaba. Yeah, that's a part. My show do the five. Only Bismarck yeah.
I show no to qualify Ghana two World Cup 2 occasions.
So that we yo.
He is dead. And as a matter of fact, say share Ejuma Otuado to qualify Otuado to I can't say to qualify Ghana to World Cup you. And amabwa kobo chego mota mu nyina dia ano
Otuado on come modern coaches in the
na ojitiego mota di onje Otuado
de on kasa kan obi
ano escama
muhi maestro oya kwena leze me tititi nkomo bi so ala news no dey ba fia na break ama
ani ade o hinu
news bi a former Hearts player yo akatolo bro
a good and bad
really a foul change
no a good and bad
akatolo bro
no I dey
glad to full player we have switch nationality I'm a former player
okay
Majo
I say yeah
obi aka se wa chero
na bia no free band dey ma hu
Majo
Nico
ya kwe ta krawa be na yere brafie
and when I'm Chelsea Juma concerning Eden Hazard, yet him being inducted in the Hall of Fame for Chelsea Football Club, making him one of the greatest talent in the last 9-10 years.
England Hall of Fame. Then I say
Abasubodi.
Say why they?
achievement
or legacy
of league
in the Premier League, and how consistent that you've made to your team.
Gary never come to open Gary now didn't the old person and the hazard. Hazard
Omri ni wate mo bianyo. Bye. Akomara de bale every day. All of it.
And look, everyone we do uncle, we do uncle, and let me say it also with Chelsea. Now, currently in the English Premiership, so here we be Chelsea that I'm the 9th position, and in the last games at Chelsea Football Club at Bono, they've been inconsistently losing some of the major games. I believe Enzo Maresca team, Chelsea, and the players should have done better than what they are doing currently as we speak. And I believe, say, baby at Chelsea, Ababidruno, if they don't try to fix and stop their season from drifting into mediocrity, what we are, the investment to Bully, any the other management, it may involve themselves in the Chelsea Football Club this season, what we bet go in vain. Just ended Club World Cup. Yen check Kwanya Chelsea for far so go into the semi-final. They will move into the finals of the FIFA Club World Cup, and they were able to win against PSG. I'm one of these people at DBA. What Chelsea did at the final, meeting PSG and scoring them by a huge number of goals, it wasn't on something now because na they worked very hard and they deserved what they played against the side of PSG Football Club. Now you share season as we've seen Chelsea are only consistent enough in giving out good performances, in giving out good solid results for their football club, especially with Enzo Maresca, how he has been able to be agile. He's one of the top coaches currently, as we speak, in the world of football, and having the young players in a football club in the English Premiership, quality of them, how talented that they are. But yet still, in the last 9 games that they've played, Chelsea has remained consistently inconsistent in making sure someone put out good performance for their football club. And that makes me think, there are some certain problems within the Chelsea Football Club team. If they don't try as much as possible to fix those problems, Chelsea will become a teetering in their crisis a bit currently as we speak. DIABY, so every football club, Obia Modembo Eshase, Ewa Kwanya Ofaso, Ekum, in lesser oppositions are Oshiano within the competition at Obo. Yan checking the number of games at Chelsea Football Club about this particular season. Yan checking the lesser oppositions or Meshi or more currently as we speak, and how Chelsea has been able to perform this season only in the English Premiership. It will tell you, it will currently tell you, Chelsea meeting against lesser oppositions, because if you say, Obi a Kobo gamer, Real Madrid Football Club definitely you better classify Madrid as favorite to win that particular fixture. So what last weekend Chelsea football and some first against Sunderland. Chelsea were favorite, beating against Sunderland on paper, but at the end of 90 minutes we saw Chelsea Enzo Maresca losing on the side of Sunderland Football Club. A lot of people thought it was Enzo Maresca, the substitutions, the game management, the tactics, and how he wasn't able to manage the game very well. It cost Chelsea Football Club in losing that particular game against the side of Sunderland. And let's check the game that they played against Brentford, the game that they played against Crystal Palace, and other big games that they played. That to me, it didn't function very well for the side of that particular football club. And that is why I think if you are a club and you want to perform very well, if you want to put out a stand-out performances, if you want to end your struggles in making sure, in your fixtures, we have lesser oppositions are on the paper, you as a big club becomes favorite with what you've been able to do previously last season and what you've been able to do even in the off-season or in the new season for this particular competition. And Chelsea has not proven, yes, in meeting most of the lesser opposition this season in the Premiership, or meet me fight for them to become favorite on paper and even winning on the field of play at the end of the 90 minutes against Sunderland, against Brentford, against Crystal Palace, and even against big club this season. Chelsea had failed to produce good results on that particular ground. That is a problem. Big club here share lesser oppositions in any competitions. They show how superior they are. They show how level they've become in terms of their football club, in terms of their value, and how they've been, and how they will actually formulate their policies against that particular football club. Chelsea elusu honum, and I think that is a problem. That particular second problem that maybe can was is how Chelsea had forgotten making Stamford Bridge becoming a fortress in the last current games at Chelsea Football Club under Enzo Maresca. Gone are the days, at the time at Jose Mourinho, coming from Porto, ever into the English Premiership. For Chelsea, he made Stamford Bridge became a fortress against Manchester United, against Manchester City, against Arsenal, Arsene Wenger, and other top clubs. And facing Chelsea both in the Premiership and even in the UEFA Champions League. It got to a moment in time that Chelsea are 67 to 77 home games without unbeaten. But in the last 9 games that Chelsea have played in their Stamford Bridge home, how many home games do we win? How many home games normal draw? And how many home games normal caused that particular defeat? It was Stamford Bridge. So it tells you, say, that Stamford Bridge, when you come to Stamford Bridge, it sometimes becomes very difficult for Chelsea to concede and for Chelsea to give abysmal performance. That kind of mystery is not there anymore. Yen checking the time and now Mauricio Pochettino, a coach in the Chelsea Football Club, and yen checking the number of games that he played at home and the number of games so Timmy Lusu here, in close to about 20 games that he played in that first debut season as a coach for Chelsea. He was able to have so many defeats, close to about 10 defeats at home. 5 draws no nyae. It wasn't consistent enough for Mauricio Pochettino. On one free Enzo Maresca, that fortress they claim say Enzo Maresca playing as a coach, being as a coach for Chelsea and making Stamford Bridge as a fortress. Everything regarded as Jose Mourinho at the time I know coaching Chelsea going to 67 to 77 games unbeaten. That record and that mystery has been declined by the various mandates who taking over, making the side of Stamford becoming just a normal and a mere home grounds for Chelsea Football Club. That is why I think if you want to be leveled as a top level quality football club, your home ground should become a fortress. Your home ground should pose a dangerous effect to most of your opponent. And then check Arsenal. So Mikel Arteta able most of his home games. Now, sir, or making it very difficult to concede, or making it very difficult to even make sure say the other opponent able to national. It all goes down to how he has been able to make the home ground becoming a fortress against most of the opponent. Which may show more currently in this particular season. This season, Chelsea and started stronger in the English Premiership. The games that they've played in the last games, especially the game that they played against West Ham, they were not able to have a sounded result. The game that they played against Fulham, Brentford, Manchester United, Nottingham Forest, and even Ajax FC, they didn't have good and sounding performances against most of these clubs, both in the Premiership, Carabao Cup, and even in the Champions League that we speak currently. And that tells you, say, Enzo Maresca, the problem that he has been having from last season up to this particular season, it is still pertaining, and then he has not been able to fix those kind of problems that Chelsea go through currently as you speak. And now, Chelsea, either 9th on the league log, concerning the kind of investment we invested, and Chelsea is not still improving on that particular level. In terms of disciplinary issue, it has become a problem. Now, so what's a key disciplinary issue? It is how you are able to become disciplined as a player on the field of play, in respecting the decisions of the referee and making sure so you become tactically disciplined on the field of play. Yen checking the number of players are already red cards in Chelsea Football Club game that they've played in the last 9 games. From August 20th to October 16th, out of 7 games that Chelsea had played, Chelsea players Marco 5 and a red card, making sure say they wouldn't, it will affect the performance of Chelsea Football Club currently as you speak. And that is also a problem. If say you go about 4 or 5 games, now individual players, different players within different setups, and a lot of indisciplinary attitude on the field of play, it wouldn't yield good performance for the football club. And then Sir Moises Caicedo AD red card, Ochina, Liam Delap AD red card. So Chinechi, Dario is you go AD red card on way prakot they can't will do red card. Now other players within the Chelsea AD red cards are in a consistent number of performance on the matches, it will affect the team currently as we speak. So in terms of clubs who made the red cards, in terms of clubs or show number of cards this particular season, Chelsea compete at that particular level. No? Then in terms of goals we might concede, and then as the meeting come on Chelsea say share number of goals at Chelsea are conceded. Unlike Arsenal in the month of October, 12 games they are yet to concede, and they've kept 6 games. They've scored 12 goals, and they are yet to concede a goal in this particular month of October. Looking at the way Arteta Etima generated the football club to become monster football club now, same way Chelsea is not being like that. And the way and manner Chelsea is conceding in most of the games in this particular season now makes me think that if they are not able to structure their defensive level very well, Chelsea will still go ahead to concede, and it will affect in the long run of their competition on which performing in this particular season. Then you talk about the injury woes of the football club.
Yeah, I see for more than him.
Club need facing a lot of injury setups. Not long ago, Liam Delap for more than 2 months. Now he came back, and every game of a boy, he had a red card on that. Dario Yogo is just a direct replacement for Moises Caicedo. In the couple of months, so currently as we speak, when Moises Caicedo is not in, and I said when he's not fit to play very well, in the last couple of 3 games that he has played, Enzo Maresca reported said the guy plays in pain. Meaning say the number of works that he has been overloaded in the midfield of Chelsea Football Club, it is gradually weakening the performance of Moises Caicedo. And if said the replacement or no body better in replacing Moises Caicedo and pronounce on to Tieshra, how would the midfield of Chelsea Football Club function in the absence of Moises Caicedo? Come to think about their talisman, Cole Palmer, twice on occasion, and a Cole Palmer so currently as we speak, so someone which is driven the force of attacking third, Edema Chelsea Football Club, Cole Palmer, and currently he's not yet in the action, playing his sweet good football for Chelsea in attacking force of the football club. And that makes me think. So all of these problems, Chelsea, Enzo Maresca and Timian solve problems, That's one getting the football club back on track. Chelsea will start becoming, and as having their season in the mediocrity, it wouldn't help the football club. After all the investment and after all the kind of things the management, Todd Boehly, and other people are resourcing Enzo Maresca very well. So we come one. I don't think Chelsea will become a good football club in this particular season, but it will rather become a failure.
Mate, medal pa maestro, merena ben kikan konfo Messi kakra. Na men na me hombra. Mauze Muhammad Hadi Squad. Special good afternoon to you guys listening to live from Edra. More update from Bayern. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport Arsenal will win. Kadri, need your defeat Oti region deba Abu, please. Good afternoon. I'm very happy to see the world champion qualifying for the EFL Cup quarterfinal. Chelsea Evans, Jenny, and all the fear by International Abu. Good afternoon. You welcome back. My club Chelsea won yesterday, but our players need to be more disciplined. We can't be getting red card like that in every match. Asia is live and clear at Pando, Catalyst from Pando. And all there by good evening, Abu. Mas 2 inside the AG, listening to you live. Barcelona, Papa. And Benji Fancy Sewa, Sunyani Road, Liverpool Formula, Tasapa. The greetings to MC Achumawa Bijasa, Honorable Wisdom Osebwama, Okunkom. Good evening, Fakye Sport. You look good in your outfit today. Greetings to Junior Casimiro in Akrokre. From Ima, we watch you live from Akrokre, Honor the Fee, Eramu Ewarum. Good afternoon, Mr. Abu. Watch you live from Jeman Kwanta. Barcelona will surely come back stronger. And always was a good afternoon, boss. Asia is live and clear inside out from Kassiem. You're really doing a great job. More update on Manchester United. No, yet you're not so edified for Kassiem, the Baberu Moana. So good afternoon, Fakye Sport. You guys are doing a great job. Buying all the way. My regards to my lovely mom, Hannah Jabin. And my name is Kofi Ima, inside Sevilla Contomra. Or the football. Liverpool has become a swimming pool. Every team they swim inside. I'm David from Somenya. David, you're also at the band on a good afternoon, Fakye Sport. My name is Nana Achia Kuma from Achia Akoko, and I'm watching you live inside Achim Akoko. Okay, I'll say greetings to Phobia fans. Okay, if you're Achim Akoko, my name is Frederick, and I'm watching you live from the Western region, Enchi. Frederick Diano, hi Abu, I'm Blanco from Aoma, so I really love my team Chelsea. Playing, really love your show, enjoying your show. You're the best. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. Congratulations to Real Madrid for beating Yanom yesterday. Daddy, as the other band, and a good evening, Fakye Sport. I urge Kodoko fans to be in their numbers at the stadium. We are winning this weekend. Honorable Sule Bobo, Tepayen Susu no so etimi ereba babe ramo. Ewa anom kama pa. Good evening, big bro. Spirit recovery to you, and I pray God see you through. Kudos to you and you guys. You are doing a marvelous work. Father Briscoe, Brekuma Mangwa say, Hello, the bear, my number one, Namenko, remember, the choir the bape na Mabomondia Baba to us with Yankora, Yanko Gudi Koma Crow Lawson, Heba St. Thomas, Yaba Pediaka, Ebe Twasama, Yabasisia.
I just say, Amanga Muno. Ewo ebua kwa Kenan Kumase ewa Santemantam ha emanim sem yame adom ani adusua enfie aduonu enum 25 years still standing and counting akomoden mapa ne de magana de hyemofie ne amano ne nyina ne santie nipa yebedi nipa yebenom atenka ani akono wo yemu ye honam ne santie beka ye ho hye mema ne maide hyemu wo mpam ade die mu oyade onu mu oyade enna enso mu oyade pa wo chew de wudie no ya hwele yie dokosi adwe unim ne wadro beto wadro nanso ye da bia ni papa no modro eto da bia udidi yie eto da bia onum yie eto da bia na wada yie na aboban amone pedo na yade atwene ho de afre ho nanso ye betimi afom ye emra yie enam ade die mu ana onu mu enamu ne ade bia ba menka o say so no madra ewo din na wa dance ye adra wo din na wa dance ye na na chi no eni ensunsaso boni bia ye hye ho ne nso enne omanfo pina kono madro asayade bi na ensunsaso no wa no mpa na nka eye ye wadro ne ye wadro ene ye wadro obi be ye dro na betena se ayi adwuma amanfo ba no madi wa dance 25 years de enka sabio ehia ensem kasabia na mu no ya ye kaka mo nim sandada Lawson Herbal Mixture aye mane mary dra epeja ho dini peduamu ama akoma etumi aboyie na emoja nso etime di afro na esane kama ni peduamu chanson beto ya adwuma den ya che na on tebre apomo dini be wie peye akoma no be bojo pressure enkoso ade sa wodi bekum ama ona ya oda Lawson Herbal Mixture batono mi atre ho general body pains and malaria mi say doc na mo kan ade pin so abakai da bi FDA mra no kwan se fa ade bia hu apart from 2 ye na ka o se impo ade sa doso ani na nkwa adaka ne ho about yan channel so o to ye noa and what on from kwan no Lawson Herbal Mixture ya man very dro yade oho yade ni ho me say apomoden ni ahoden ti no madro bi na abedi mo danse ya no nko ya Lawson Law Care Mixture no so ni adra etu enam yade bia se amane ko impo ni no nko ya meka sabe ya no ma yensa enso ye chedwade no ye ha ma for dan sabio ajare be baako enipa du wochi enipa du nipa nkro obi amene hunsuo ya very careful okoha obi use antiseptic apepaso e de bia flashe what infection na ba from bacteria to fungi yeast infection be clear Lawson Law Care no adaka kese Lawson Law Care. Lawson Law Care mixture. Yabodi ne yansamra ne yahote din the virgin doctor no. Eyodro we inti na Ghana ma dina mema nemu. Edo to pani kwankyerɛ for Yura. Dr. Lawson Chei Menu. Oba yanu badrebi. O masem ebe wiye na oba ye obamua. Omu ebe shedu. Berman oba do na obe duni. Na obe ntamu asamua. Lawson Law Care mixture impo. Kadia kramaya. Esiesie maka o masema na tiasie. Eka sa oba eye weave-on. Oba enye acrylic. Oba nye tonguing. Oba nye pedicure or manicure. Debi o. Ina eye a cause attraction but we did come at him once say them could down on your mind was slim or qua or maybe you could chim yam pie but nipa kasa cause some chinipa Pedro Ebinum never be dear dance here and Mary May share oh boy or see yeah Minka will say a complete prostate makes a complete man a healthy one them our tiapo if our trouble buying I'm our prostate you know a yakwaba kwa yakwa penny face wa Idi yapa high, especially watch your lifestyle ni and also age you are there a risk of getting prostate cancer. Oh, but buying you was the quine dear. What really dino or your honey? Ya son of Pakaimu, I was going so Lawson delay man. Lawson delay man to delay ABOU. Because that your ne or that man. Delay man no a draw. There's all no more, it goes beyond a draw. ABOU. Barima wo enfie edwumochi 18 for bombo o prostate enti fadro ye wadro na wakaso be dimo dance here bo ban ama prostate no ma ho odes especially those soma koyi obegu so jo wa bra won chin obegu so totin ebi enkem onti yawo a Lawson delay man small in size but huge in performance. I mean Kyle say there be a 12 beer amantam dunsi across Ghana no o de bora ho say a pharmacy over the counter and a herbal shop say open Dr. Lawson Nedro Lawson delay man no open Nedro Lawson Law Care mixture no open Nedro Lawson herbal mixture e ba na frefre fa ejumadi ho wato edro ibi obanum ne sen open Nedro and emunchemu bia ya monkomo on 0242 133 577 0242 133 577 0242 133 577 0242 133 577 and your 0248 619 999 0248 619 999 chemu bia o Ghana chi na o tie nka o se manubi o akwantum o pebi o de mu chemu bia ko WhatsApp ne so leja your voice note e ba respondo and my text message respond from now +233 242 133 577 +233 242 133 577 and a +233 248 619 999 +233 248 619 999. Wrap it up in 3 minutes with courtesy Lawson delay man capsules. Machiamo say Lawson delay man memo drew. Our chow money bread tie chabu and a man brew. And a man bread. I mean sugar and a man money bread. I am an action no 9 no me sa swami jum bantu majum atonsu jum a jum bia and money peje kukuru koba. I remember the ye bram more because we are there bill singing our honor and a eba. We are bema. We are international juma. We are in page ejuma and kutu ejuma medical true ejuma if our chow ukutu jim a because so I din now perchi I din now listen I din yeah what really dino I Lawson delay man capsules Lawson delay man ABOU ti say kwani paduao so abakutu so be gina ho no be bia it comes to play if you men your day enye yi
no cre
na me pi ay mmerɛ wɔ mpam sisi ade nti especially koko factor koko baba ma ho a ma ne yɛ mmerɛ bɛma so udwane koko na bɔ ban ne padua nti ɛno ne yɛ die ne nyɛ start nko a fufuo bankum emutuo abetie dehu ɛyɛ starchy ama flames ɛbɛ wo in the body nyina bɛ clear free hɔ a na ho den bɛba wo yɛ bɛma wo te ase wo bɛsi pi na wasita ɔba ne to ne asare yɛ machine ohu onim na koma atɔ ne yam bɛma na bɛ fie no wo bɛwura amefo mirror how ne akira Losing delay man capsules Losing delay man na ne yɛ mu pa dia open effect no enta henasa for a double triple quadruple effect no pa wo for losing lock ye unsuo na for no topa ye delay man capsules no atwa formula ABOU o the lock ye unsuo now the no topa ye delay man dia anapa mienu anime mienu ABOU make asa bio e basa dia na enigye na abafie ade edane se adroi anyhow bia no machi ya hye wonen so ono madura do read about the side effects ono madura bia na ono mu wi a se menu wi a ekire ha ba ne betia den aba we die pa wo chow ebi kra eni akire natural herbs organic and the idea ono mu a wankasa so be den obedi more dance here 0242 133 577 0242 133 577 and 0248 619 999 0248 619 Osabeka apemfo entimi ennom bi abatan enka ho ye hye no nso ya ne mua ena ennom emu na sene still ABOU eye inkai midas
Sports. This is sports.
Mama kwa baba Gentleman Dental Clinic yidwumadi a yidi ani sɛ yebesiesie wosen na yɛbɔ wosen ho ban ama wonum enso ate anase wosen animonyam so afa ne ntoma pa afira Gentleman Dental sɛ oba ye clinic wa enema bibiri na yeye efa nipa wosen ho ene wonum oba Gentleman Dental yeye consultation and examination services problem ben na ekoso how ben na ekoso wonum na fi wa kire anamon a ɛwɔ sɛ utufa ho na itimi ɛboa afi yesan eye cleaning services oba ye professional no na ye friend scaling and polishing se ebia enema bi ahyehyehye esene mu se bi o kasa etimi mapampan ene ade eba mu oba ho etimi ewo horo wonum eyi saa enema no nyina edifui esene ase esene tibia na asesa no esan fa ne ntoma pa edifura obi wo ho ana tokuro ato ne semu anase ne se no eso ebubu anase wanya fracture esene nkasa ebu eno etimi eye failing enso so na ye dia mawo anase ebi nsusu na obi wo ho wabase ne se no watena se ama esene ase opese otu ne se no eno so ye frɛ no extraction oba ye extraction service no so ye betu oseno edi amount afi ebi wo so na ne se no wanya missing teeth ye woni si no ahodo bebre ye frɛ bi se dentures no ye de utimi ehye na wotimi asan ayi wemu utimi yi na wasan ahye eno na frɛ ne dentures no oba Gentleman Dental ye ni na bi wo afi ye wo fixed one no anase a ye ta frɛ no permanent one no eno so ye si a untimi entu bi eno ene frɛ no PFM bridge anase PFM crowns eno ni nyina no oba Gentleman Dental ye ni nyina bi ewo afi so ye obi se braces ni se o se no kwan de dem anase emu atete bebre
Ade.
Tinema no tutu no oba mi tini kura.
Also wa.
Ayo senior.
Me dey ade a dank heba product I am ti be bia me na ma. No mu no chef. Dank heba product. We dank extra. We wonu ma wa ho tutu ni na e be jai.
Senior na misisi ni nso e misisi o.
And also no problem there.
Senior.
We to see dank proke.
Okay.
So wonu dank proke a.
Okay.
Sisi ya we ni na e be jai.
Sir. We dey nyame sha.
Come on, do back when dank heba tonic.
Woni ma duro.
Minum pa na se na mtumi ni.
Suma me je me ho enje me ja me na moja nko a na afi ese fifi me to ntimi kura mfa me to ntena ase na so me hia dank fight to care aboa me pa yini na
ama nneɛma kɔ yie kama pɛɛ de ba yaba bɛwura no afisɛm no ato aso de ama no abɔwolɔ wo a wotie yɛ ne bɛsɛ ɛba ne nsɛntwerɛ adwuma yi a na agye sɛ ekuo baako kɛseɛ paa ɛpɛ ne market bi a ɔwɔ experience yie paa na ɔne no atumi abɔ adwuma ɛsɛ were yɛ fa wo sɛ bra bɛyɛ adwuma asɛ market a na yɛsɛ qualification yɛ po bi a wayɛ adwuma no ɔnyɛ nkyɛnyɛ koraa ana nkwa ni mu koraa nyɛ ne mfie mmienu de wura mu mfie no 2 to 5 years experience sɛ bɛyɛ a ɔso bɛba na waba bɛboa na adwuma kokoro no TV station ne radio no atumi no wayɛ adwuma no aboa ma nneɛma akɔ yie ama nto ɔhwɛ na ayɛ bi a ɛba na adwadi ho nsɛm mu nim n'ani so sɛ na ɔbɔ adwuma dama TV station na radio bi a na wabɔ mmɔden na wo CV no ɛne application letter no ɔde afa email wei so din no ɛyɛ kobij@gmail.com ɛbadwo Kobi ni ye QUOBIJAY QUOBIJAY @gmail.com and also betimi afre na mesi amedi tuga na onempefo edi ho nkomo na yahwede aboa na niema koye di ama 0266 303733 0266 303733 na 0244 602 667 0244 602 667 ntu obi a oye marketer na ebane marketing hu dwumadi sene obezo okọ na akọkọbo edwumadi ma TV na radio station ya akonya ba zozo bewuram na numbers na be tudwa ni Gmail no ode wa application na no CV na faso na aboa na na ma akoyie pere ama mamere na mi link omo kakra na yankwe enim Honorable Felix of Ozuko Ache, I was run of parliament on a Casama Mampia. Yeah. Payne Dinko Kakra Ache in Simbi Moide of the Afcon. We are going to go to Yasama. I'm about your World Cup from Fache Afcon de Ankubi. You could see some money paying pano, Apo Modi Jay, Yeti Kakra.
As a government, we have a duty to look out for the interests of the development. So the foreign ministry has acted proactively by engaging the necessary authorities in the host countries to ensure that the visa acquisition processes for Ghanaians are smooth and without hindrance. My engagement with the foreign minister indicates that it went well, and he's happy about the progress that has been made, and I'm sure that in the coming days we should hear more about it.
A lawyer come on the 2 years I semper kwede amagana for na and said last time ye kan on ne or the ababe so say foreign affairs ministry no any host countries na didi nkoma obo beze Ghana for be kwakwa bre wo visa nya ho na ambefa kwa bia so be bo Ghana supporters e pese ko Ramo Mexico Canada US 26 no na jeze niama mu enhyara nya den kra etimi emfa mo people friend Thompson abomode etimi edi nkomo na ozi ye kwakwa Ramo the World Cup or ye twen say 5 December draw ne beba na ozi o mayon pese Ghana e be shi omo no say no so edi nkomo na chi.
I would like us to play Spain. I would like us to play Spain, Portugal, Belgium, and most probably France. England, I don't mind. Yeah. And when we meet England, it's a different body. It's like a colonial master is playing in England. Yeah, we learn the football from them, and I think that we can rise up. But some of the teams, strictly speaking, I mean, they're ahead of their results. Brazil plays just like us. But we need to get our tactics right. We don't play that kind of match we played against them when we decided to defend very high and left a lot of space at the back. And Ronaldo saw it, just decided to lob the ball and let it run. Yeah. So it all depends on that tactic. But that way that they play based on individual flair like us. So we could really play with them.
That's the lawyer command Pimper Fernandez Thompson, Abomodi Akere Afal, you know, Peze. Ever kone akwa kushia sama but England there babe ko edi na we are as akasa there's a Ghanaian football no rest see run the football no kruma na ko ese dada na assess say bia en share number me no so see e no pomo there to aso.
Let me begin from the beginning like Professor Muzia was saying we run sports on the old colonial model, which others have stopped. When the colonial model is there's a state budget, and there's an allocation from Ministry of Sports. So you go to the ministry, like you said this morning, to go and beg for money. That model is out of place. The other model of we don't have money, so government comes to assist us some money to run the league. It's good, but it's also you can't sustain it. We fought for the sports fund for years. I was looking at the various sports ministers over the years to find out who will bring something.
No. Then okwa ba akwa koji statement to aso sa. That be na me esresre. And also ya dey atwam. The sports fan no te say na the sports minister kan ho asem no. Ya de bebe bo ma bibia akoyi kama print me ma. Ye fiore mbra emedin komo coach Abdul Karim Zito. Ebo modi ane odin komo air of Koroko Sunday game on Karela. Ya de bebo ani na okasafa ene introdia kotokunye wo work insano 5-1 no. Non intrudie no see and obomode kasa de farm.
No, we lack a lot of things, but the most important is the consistency. We don't have. These things about 4 or 5 months, 5 to 6 months ago with them. And then go back and look at the history of them. You can easily see that they are there for more than 3-4 seasons. And then it's about teamwork, it's not about individual players. So I didn't want to talk about it because it has a lot of factors. I'm not trying to find an excuse. It just happened. So all what we needed now to be consistent in our team building, and then because consistency goes with quality as it goes. So when it started, the regardless of injury, transfer set in, definitely you will not get a consistency. So I think the bigger
the lawyer commodity to ya, it do be a consistency key. I was here had a father transfer. They queer fast year near man can be. Order to work for no any or more place and my bomb watch it. And to Africa or Mojo no more to Trono Makuma. Now I was paranoid. You bet Joe. That's why I said that for the same issue. It ain't 5 normal Coco G or Morocco no. I of Karela game no say no so. Apomodia Casadia found.
Yeah, the Omega say we are not happy with it. That defeating, we are not happy with it. Because the way you consider goes because playing body in any and Yakasa. So going to this game no to be different. Yeah, I'm pleading them to come with their numbers. Because Sunday we are going to deliver for them.
The Karela member na mama betie hia. Ina ze koto for the mobile timoka. Sadiq Adams. We okucha. Na ebeze wakasa. Na nenkoma wadini advice or the remedy amakrobia kumasi asante kotoko yenko tiene sembe kakra.
To football way ya top so to another term. It's just simple. Let's educate ourselves, especially the journalists. Some of the journalists, let's educate the fans. Let them know football is business. And the Abano told him you can't pay any salary and do $10,000 and I said $5,000. But I know how much is going to end there. It's going to be enough for him and his family. And the reason why Kotoko accepted the deal or the offer is because they knew it's enough. So channel your anger to the club, like scam on where or marginal or move on and build infrastructures. Or move on to good players to replace the guy, not living any attractive. That is why you should channel your anger. Or move on building training facilities. They should build this. They should do things to develop the league and the club. It's not always about 3 points. No, it's not always about 3 points.
But the Kobane Sadiq Adams, so coach, ex-Brekum Chelsea, Ashanti Gold, and Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Nina Abetabwa. The transfer, more than now, about 2 goals. Pretty much.
Yeah, I said 2 goals. Yeah, I said 2 goals.
About 2 goals.
Yeah, I'm going to say 7-0.
I know about 2 goals.
Yeah, I said 2.
Ali Benghazi.
Yeah, friendly match.
Wow. Avieta no. Virginity. How call on Kokobo Ejma. Nane Wankoye. Now, that's why we take of Jones Kakra. Na minti sema ne oka. Ne di odi rama. Nza heart. Yes, I kokoto abaro. No ana. Ino ye PR or to aso abu Ejma. Na ona ne. We din kumubia. E deep pa. Men kona men kunkuti. Nense mo di odi atuja.
Say yanye clubs no. Which has we are part. Say yanye conscious efforts to inject that passion will drive on man. In the next 5-10 years, Kotoko has matches will be a review.
That's true.
Wow.
That's true.
That's the same way a deep papa. But I mean, that come be saying no virus in my issue. Yeah, only problem I have no pa. Who's there have all supporting base said now coach here can. Ya wadibu a obeti ase me meti ase. Se say about the my street you my eye. Se si a wo hana Ajazi na BBC abaro mo so mu hiawa. Mr. Amon kasa be fronto ama wako oni reason ntia. Ohwe wo da achi. Oni so ultimate na ha nkwa wiye. But all their supporters no. So all the player no boni team na koku ye turn no kra na. Na don na be bo player na busu afọ ade de no coach e ka no. No ye weti eno ne ba be CDS si a ko bi Jones ka no so. Ya ko fa kra bi kra na kra ni mo obo ba anwe onya de. Abi wa uza akomodi bi no.
Broader idea when it comes to players are year 4 more year 4 more.
Other member we know. But it is a former Heart of Folk Ringer.
Okay.
So call Kosovo Sina Academy Madrid. Salif Ibrahim Di Maria. And the Hayani and any Dean Como. Or with our voice and non permanent cars or only fan for Beni.
Yeah.
No more crack contacting in maybe a trim. But that's why more. My young years or money maybe almost 90%. Or more next call up on me.
Yeah.
Friendly so more they prepare of the AFCON.
November friendly, yeah.
Or my friend who's on AFCON or more qualified.
Yeah.
Or more kwa AFCON nibi. Na ntiye no linchi no. Any when AFCON no Ghana young committee na ze agwe share ni so but omo wi hu adwuma ye hu bibia adi nkomo de akwachi we group omo no omo edam omo ogudi.
Okay.
Omo ne Senegal.
Okay.
DR Congo.
Okay.
And Botswana.
So group no dey.
Omo next caller bi omo e bi omo dey prepare for the AFCON no. Omo fe Ibrahim Salif. And the 90% omo wi
na so what me say Di Maria ni age ni saying.
Yeah, Di Maria be around 26 27. Yeah.
Yeah, Black Stars obe brands wo nyem abanti Beni mu da ha onko.
And no na the latest update oko Sisia Beni Fueba Salif Ibrahim Di Maria agia tun so okona wakwa kobo edwuma de amomo. So omoze omone na wi ayibibi na de tieneze we nyeze play omaku ni ba bi on person mo naturalize. Ore onu na busu ani ma ne fafio. E be the papa ne side no. Babi koko pie montino omo awie hu bibi omo de yewe nimfie ne 25 ya won see June 2000 so e be say 25 years to obo edwuma de Madrid tabobo koro kona akwa kobo ama ne Madrid ni pere ama na asema mi nyiwe mfefio ansa na mabana mababe to aso nyambo azo akwagu a Saturday me kwakwa kura mu enchi me kwenchi na esi ade nyambo a Saturday enchi urwani chemo kwau community center ni Brighton say ene Rosenjan abaya no wife ketwa no nya no kani fe Brighton say omo ekomo abomsa awarefo ti nyambo a Saturday no enchi kwau community center amakona makwa support na aboa na adwumade na wiepe kama pa ti mamenchi Mr. Jan am say a bright die nim kan no shasi eja enti no wadi kan onko ye beba na yeso ya ba beto aso na apoa na we adosu we see we am down we ma happy marriage in advance amembo ando so as a man no ye mo we am down we na o tire mo ya suma obako akujamia na ya suma ya suma ni jiri mu bebrebe abi ma no ye me meka asemba ko wa chiri mu sa chama kwa the list bra why kwa meji de bra kwa the list bra me de beba ko sapai man sapai me de beba ko ba the list bra why teach for treme Saturday me wo ho den ozi wi ane aye ya ne sa right no diminum kai say tire odi the list the bra ba wa week time say wo de ba o ba ya 2-3 months time me ko me change Jakarta well the we the oba yama o de mam twasena ma nya asem me change Jakarta mam twaso kata na ma me se be fanfa mo za mo na ne nkasa say dey me say me yam ye no sa wo from man ajo senior boy I was Saturday we share our wiki oze Na bi o ye na ma make it kan e Jakarta loka. Abi ke se
Say Lisa anya fi Jakarta de o ma.
Mu refi wusu aje ma.
Wusu ya ji ba. Abi
yanko.
Babu. Honorable Felix Kwachu so asem ne de ya didi hu nkomo ha bebrand team meja se de tie na. We say na mo kono mo de mam na mo konso aya amra. Why? Nko he bo no wi am nsamra. Ye ko bi ne bae. Nti mo so mo ko he bi amra. Ebe ya mo nse mo chimfa mo no wi am. Nti mo ko work up ni bia. Ye no nyina be ko ba he wi asa de ko aye ba ne ba mo ne nsamra.
Ko we work up wakata na mo azo wa wasa.
O say
okay.
No activity can be
on. Sometimes we are depend. We are dying so low.
Okay, what ka wakata na mo azo wa wasa ba.
Obaba.
My link me come na njiro.
Yeah.
Me panka mama.
That one okay, na be chase you be die so.
Do dey ko nya e no.
Maybe tie uni me die so have the tie.
That so dey.
Say we cook bed.
Ko o kupie Arab man na kushia royal family ultimi kama manka bana
abibi asela kale
no mo kwa mo
e wo la pena wasa
and them say be ya mo say di e no mind say next time you tukwa
oh we e simple kra ai dogo entry betimi akwa be ni time
ntina me kan to mo o ba na be sen akwa na wasa ko apeni ye ni nkomo no mo e wo enkomo na mvojojo se ni edi e House of Folk PR for omo supporters no. Na no Saturday ipe ya na metie nim ha Lord ne elder brother na oba ha na ene tie nim hedi nkomo. Na see if I knew say na BBC ipe na me ni di sa nkomo we. Pe koku it is high time say you be face the reality. Na ya kan okra ne ho as Ghanaians. I know a lot of people are omo hwehwe ni tie sometimes omo fra ombo omo sina Ghana and for can we dedicate a time no more edema foreign we need no problem. Say ye di film come more. We are toning down ye nyina ye nin komo ne yamwa. Baby agro na keka kono if care is not taken. Sadie Kobe Jones e ka kire say a time will come kotoko na has bebo match ye nya nipa o park. It is true. Kogu so person wo tie ase ehun say di city a. Busa ho say Edi entina ne kotokobo match ewo Baba Yara Sports Cinema Park Moma. Edi entina House of Folk ebo match wa Cross Sports Cinema Park Moma. Endra anopai oye stories ne awie nyina waka kire Casablanca derby no. Work of Morocco ene Raja. Muhammad V Sports Cinema fa nipa 45,000 in SS. Chama Endra Park ne ebo ma na Moma.
Dang.
Abom man kofo gu akire omunya kwan ko. Omo ne kotoko no omo house no mu. Work ebo match na enye on Raja ne bo still Park Boma. Radio Bomat no on work in still Park Boma. But Kotoko Boma to Kumha, Onya, House Boma to Onya. The truth is that young country penny for media clubs name say, or more accepted reality said in for Jones are accepted. No MON-FRI that assumption, any presumption say, yeah, they are your Kotoko, your numbers, yeah, they are House of Folk, your numbers. The reality is that among the numbers. Now let's do the mathematics and break it down the NTRC. So for Ghana Statistical Services, Omo last time our year population census Kuma, I think in 2021 or so. Omo Katre and say ye total of 2023, sorry. Omo Katre and say yeah over 34 million. Now so all breaking numbers let down. Omo say majority of Ghanaian population a youth. Omo classify youth from the ages of 40 and below. So what it means is that about 50, I think it was about 47 to 50% and that population. Kakra won fin pen and penny 4 pounds. I was until the young fan say 50% of a minor woman I conform 40 and below. So for 40 and below, now oh see and roll it down. I'm on common that. What it means is that Obi already 40 years, the already 35, the already 30. In the last 20 years, Kotokwane has a more bra. Because of more bra and your Ghana, but idea attract to Emma supports any J. Continental football, continental achievement. In the last 20 years, Kotokwane House Emo Sabran, Kweku, subtract 20 years from will be already 40 years. That time, no, what they say 20. Tifri, the already 30 years, name film. That time, no, what they say, no, what they 10. Tifri, the over 20, the over 25. So, what it means is that the last time these two clubs, majority of Onkofua, na omo hwe no sa nkofo ne omo is 60 and above 60 and above no de tie ne say dodo na ne ahoden a omo de be ko park bi mu ye na ye chunk of Ghana's population is here ye wo ahode e betima ko stadium no time teams na ebo bra no na omo we ana omo we ya ni swa ne ye nsa dan te football na so enyi na ye be do football te football na so DSTV e wo bibia ye hwe Chelsea ye hwe Real Madrid ye hwe Man U ye hwe Barcelona ye hwe Arsenal ye hwe Liverpool mention the big teams those days then tesa and then no ye common ye hwe omo ya ade ye clubs na wo krom ha na nka ye de no omo nso nya ade nti attention ne more akwa kudu nti na de bia me ba me se kotoko boa oni 8 million that's of folk boa oni 8 million for because omo ndru sa enkwado na abasi say do not have house of folk kotoko at heart impenifo na no wo kotoko ne house at heart no omanyini bebre afiri muko omo tiase so bebre anyini oni ahode a ode beba stadium couple with the father and kapeni na wanyina nko betu aba bebe no plan still ball ne nye fenti akokora na me abedu wani say me age baby amanyina dua no say me stress me betu na mobile as posting na mbehwe ball a enyefe mbehwe ball a team ni ntimi ma me anything to talk about other than some cotton crash posted na me ko house to book match me who player 1 or 2 bin kan wase with age a ekuta na obetu na fi adwen no and the truth is that majority of enkofo na e wo Ghana and say omo wode a ombe custody ma ko ball they are people who have not seen the protocol how to book performing.
They say ebe
and penny for no entimi inform ma the say ye ne say I was say a club ne tiase let's develop a different strategy in getting the youth to love young clubs no and you bet when your youth ne say ombe love a club na koku it is time domestically let's do it e wo fi sebi ye say dambo cry e boy heading ye bu free yes, starting if let's forget of Champions League. Let's forget of Confederation Cup. I am not saying so I don't qualify Mama Monko. But say Kotokone has 8 men invest internally very well. Say about 5 league season in a row. Nina Kotokone has a compete here naturally. It will generate the love.
So how do we go about it?
How we go about that is that with the Kotoko and Hatufuk should let their name Kotoko Hatufuk speak. They should be able to enroll sporting policies to get the best players in the nation, to give them the best of salaries, so that they will be able to keep them. Consistency and not carrying you to air catching. Also consistency, but they are turning key player maniko. And your set teams to who say, at the end you bet me at least for 2 years, 3 years, you bet me keep the best of players every league. And I'm now we are talking about Konya and first one. You bet me Jessica. Ediyama clubs no ediye now ade ba ko a eboy supporters a omoba park my team enye skefim say baby ejina no supporters number so let's put that one aside yeah ade e be team dey generate ama supporters number how do we convince people on board na no na ye kofi na me general manager etikem na yedi nkomo asem bi wo am kan no mi ntime nka e wo high say probably off I can tell you but on mi ntime nka asem but people running Asante Kotoko currently especially IMC penipano odi anim and apenkra and then the entourage no sabi they should be able to find a way say Asante Asa so nieti there are companies and corporate bodies they are taking millions of dollars from Asante Asa so at the end of every year Kotoko should be able to give them proposals say so what Asante Asa so na oye adwuma enya sika edi free at the end of the year you should be sponsoring Asante Kotoko. Now let me give you a clear example. Takwa Damai so me go we are on more we every year Mediama are being given $200,000 from Takwa Damai BBN Gold Stars mines phone more amount of money Omodeba Gold Stars in every year. Now Asante region there are a lot of mining companies and in Yema you took most of gold any free high seco. They should be able to present lucrative offers, any proposals to them to tell them say, oh yes, you can free assassin. So at the end of every year, you should be sponsoring our club at least $500,000. Say you're not two. No beer MS until $500,000 a year as sponsorship package. Nimi do pay $1 million. There are other companies, big companies are a war Asante region. At large, Ghana ubiemo kwa. If letters a free baby kwa, they see the letterhead alone. respected. They should be able to sponsor Asante Kotoko. Inti say ye na Fino Kotoko ewo sponsors by 4. ABOU company A ma Kotoko $500,000. Company B ma 500. Yenya additional 2 or 3. Amunsu $200,000. Afeno Kotoko is talking about maybe $2 million to $3 million. So yes, as kind of sponsorship at the about Kotoko for Albert Amwa. Obetime to Albert Amwa $20,000. Se Kotoko for Samba Oniela. Obetime to $10,000. Let's be real. So Albert Amwa tikumha. Kwekuna at the end of the month. Kotoko timi tuyano. May ABOU 40,000 to 50,000 Ghana cedis or even 30,000 Ghana cedis. Uncle Libyan can give 50,000 Ghana cedis. That is the truth. So we free Kotoko ABOU na oko mainstream European football because asumbio wa ha a high in the field. So nya 30,000, 40,000 Ghana cedis. Na be a team base money 50,000 Ghana cedis are uncle different 10,000 so na kroma anya hwekram or na asumbio obetinya boa ama niema 1 or 2 or the. So these are things I will say a Kotoko near house and I say we should be able to attract sponsors from the corporate bodies. Maybe America team to say Kotoko. How to folk extra Kotoko so. But in terms of say, you find a way to enter places be near to sponsors Kotoko should have that idea more than how to folk. I think that it is high time the clubs should think outside the box. Let us be a bit way innovative. Let's go to the corporate bodies. Let them understand, say, ultimate benefiting from free ICO. The truth is that if a sponsorship, country be anywhere clubs, it depends on if a sponsorship. EPL clubs, they say Premier League sponsorship no dependent on money. You get your own sponsors. So Kotoko has to fool. This is the time. So if they are able to get those monies on board, at the end of the day, Fibia Kotoko 2 million as the budget. I will need free sponsors. We could play a beer anywhere Kotoko Intimento.
By Brown, there is an issue with it. And I say more because all transit now analyze the said a near money see Kakao. It seems a cool money and gain that. I really ask him how Jones who can end go. 10
years time. So
I could be a net crane but a year for which my Borema the player from Kotua Coco City or TBH. But is going to play a good one. As you were a crane of us.
DIABY in commona na Sadek Edino. No crack. Almost say Wabogana football ni bida. And right from the 17 and the 20 over Makwa Brutri, Akusi Akandi Atletico Madrid in Sembintino Anku Yan Fama no Bagana no. He saw how European clubs in Nubutriaka. And then he saw how local clubs in our country Nubutriaka. Ashgold Asante Kotoko. Music sem or two Kwan Nam Africa core blue chains no. He saw how they were paying. And how many players and now more big clubs will crew Mohanoma. Omo betimi edi omonsa esi omo say clubs no more body amono. They can give them close to $1,000 to $1,500 a month. It's very hard to find. And say your players pay 2-3. Or meeting do say club me bo club e will crew Mohano. At the end of every month, club name $1,500, $2,000. Say club name to me ama sa big players ne will crew Mohanom na. Then your football na ye running wahanom. We are not running football. But born a year bokeke. DIABY the entire Mikasa and say 2023. Bidiama aye koma se Mohanom. It take key players by I don't know. Take key players by 11 do mo ko mortar. Okay, that's story no.
No, bro.
No, bro. 11. Very good. More than 11, you more mortar. Buza said, Dientina, Bidiama owner befa players more than 11. Dioma come mortar, dia come clubs or aquapatch or diama clubs or the moon form. Sinebe almost sign professional contract a club with Diama being a KBD film. Dibintia. Because with Diama any revenue with me are sustaining the football club. But meanwhile, ye debia your boy and once from here say over Africa, over West Africa, over local scenes ni mayebu okrumohanom na. Ghana is one of the countries that when it comes to football administration, we have big men and committee men running the football that we have. But they be intinas our big men into me moi. Emma football no. any attractive. Emma the running of football within the football clubs no. That is the problem that we are facing in our country. Inti se minu ye bibo kotoko. Me baby bo house of folk. Me cousin bibo King Faisal. Se minu ya baby ebo brekum asna. Ne wenya akonya se wo so kwa aburuchire ko boboa. Then be si ho kwan se me amete he. Me ntu ne fo se onko. I have to advise him. Because no abrabo na ye bo no sika ene diema na ye ni nyina kutwa. E pesika. Ubetimi enye din abo homodin ya din bie wo wiase ba wo din no at the end of the month intimi neutralize bill for amount. E din abenya wo krum ha no at the end of every month intimi neutral rent en fama utina kem e beji uska. Reverend Kofi Eko Ghana Football Association na so okwa fight for those times Ghana Black Stars boy have consumo gigi and some countries no gigi Ghana mind you oko efe ko dan ne car woni me nsama efe for ne ka kire no okra time so yen na wo se okwa abrochi ne ka ze okwa abrochi so pekotoko be ko
Stoke City for
very good
o mbisa onzo be bokotoko
oso be bokotoko omo de yen da the football people efe for ne crofom wo run your football in him say football na ye bu okroma no we are not doing football. Omunim said they are not doing very well in helping our football to become stabilized in our country. But some come we no. E betime to okrafo ne to momone sofo. E betime to clubs ne fo. E betime to Ghana Football Association ne sofo. But if the government enso amfa na ensi form enhunu say football na ye run ewo ye mamu hanom no, it should be part of our economy. And it should have a fair share of the cake that we are doing in our country. No more example. Sawoko Brazil, one of their sectors within the economy, a boosting and I say generate a lot of revenue in agriculture.
Yeah.
Agriculture. But besides after agriculture now Brazil no. One other sector within the economy to be generating revenue in my government. It is football.
Yeah.
Government know who say he has a lot of talent, or a lot of talent within the country. As our talent, at least. So you invest within the football. I will come or Brazil. So what Tom played in every Brazil Premier League in the outside Brazil. Obenya quota percentage of that particular money. The amount of money that Tom William Esteva or the free Brazil about Chelsea. Check the amount of money that Tom Rodrigo to go the free. I mean, Brazil, the bar, Real Madrid, Vinicius Junior, Casemiro, mo. Check big stars, big name players who free Brazil out of Europe. Now check the amount of money, the revenue. Brazil as a country, it's my generate that transfer of money. Local players, some transfer from Brazil to other top European countries. It is a strategized economy, and it is boosting their wealth. Go to Egypt. Check it. Go and search for Egypt. Almost sectors of economy. Not check it. Kwanya football added a lot of revenue to the system of Egypt as a country. Go to South Africa, Algeria, Morocco. We are here, and then we always praise ourselves. So when you come to Africa, we are the Brazilians of Africa. But yes, though we will have the raw talent over here. But then we didn't know how to manage the raw talent to generate sika. A good year, but we don't know how to utilize these sika. And you want us to admit, say club be a ton player, pen one ton player no. Say play the person free club ni mukwa, pen one call. And on the breakdown of our betamwa, siko kwakwajo Ali Benghazi. $200,000 watching the pocket money or they're in bottom. At the end of every month, or just $20,000 they're in bottom. The first year, second year, you have to not get from $20,000 to $25,000. Our the salary is $8,000. They are double in every month. 20,000 all commented they buy your currency currently as speaker close to about 400 million. Now, watching every month, that's what crew manners watch 5,000, 6,000. Now, what's the man on Kuala Benghazi? On Ghana. Now, who got to support
20,000? They say about 400 million.
Very good.
10,000 is 10 billion. So
10 billion.
$20,000.
Very good.
$10,000.
So check it. Who Kotoko fans now to one of management say no man ton abetamuano. Fabu Sensuous or Mote and how many times that we try the Makotoko?
Oh, dear Rucha.
Amicia, DIABY.
Hey.
Oh, any Bichia. Which every month to be a Micha Tengana cities. Because the Kamichia. Because minimum say,
I put your cacra.
Was it? Debbie, my idea. Debbie, Sikana Michia Crampono. Sikana Michia Crampono, some cook meet now. I was saying asking for accountability. I was saying, some was some Sikana Michia Nama commands and to Kotokone was a Michia because yet to Chromonum, more Kotoko supporters now. Moba in time feeding no so na moody club matem moody or matem na. How many times that most of you say Fabu Sensuous mo register either to abanano last 2 months ago. Fabu Sensuous are most of these circle chairmen bet na a can once. How many of you they team register the mark once and to Kotoko? How many of you any each Muntokra to the once and to Kotoko at the end of every month? Right now no, the only source of revenue you know me can wa say from Asia.
I tell you why I was sure. But virus in family, I was a member of crying. We have kept. But man, chances can be. I mean, was not traveling. Okay, you know, manager the ma. I shan't go for. Huh?
Okopa Babio, you is a Buzama.
Oh, school. Yeah, I said, me coming flyers. But me, him said, I'm not 12 years old.
Oh, I'm stead.
Oh, okay. Yes, can be. Maybe you're long cocoon.
Yeah, done a but who I admire you be that until no say no me see me mad gain am the name Kurumano. Gradually it's getting to a point where if I was them their cancer. Because the communication director is on tape to have said, say, I don't know Ben who is different.
Oh, send this.
And me who kotoko bro mo bre. Then you can say me to be kotoko bro mo bre. But more my enjoy peace power of mind. They hear kotoko juma in recent times. This IMC.
Ah, but I don't know and common no D and my you clearly say team neighbor.
Team neighbor. When you point out reasons why I say we are there, you don't blame a section of the supporters and our supporters no. Me issue you got to supporters, but they become the easiest target. And I got to fans and master diumunti, got to fans and master diumunti, and I gate fees near the other. Libya now Libyan guys don't gate fees. I'm telling you for a fact. I mean, I've decided not to talk about it. Now, Blasters player one Blasters player.
Yeah, because I know that 20,000.
There are certain things me I've decided not to talk about it. So I call how much was what taking? He was a Blasters player when he went to Libya. Now Betamwa. There are things I don't want to talk about.
No, but sometimes we could be busy depending on.
No, but we even have it. $10,000.
I agree. But since so another boy DJ, we so national team be man that value.
You busa say Kodoko Jason wa betamwa. Yes, ye ma kan see mfan tuja, Indian mfan tuja. Timi me nka ho asem. So we had the owner connect systems wrong.
We have the better work on the system no matter what.
Ye nim sika Kodoko DJ wa betamwa o. Ye nim sika
so fun 20.
Ye nim sika betamwa J Kodoko J wa betamwa. If that is the money you sell $10,000. Now saying I mean supporters near there. I mean nimsa what was your management there
I okay, I was so crying careful.
So what you want 70 you or who can you see na supporters name master the supporters need any business to complain, any business to do BBR. That is what they are saying. More business to complain. That is how it is. If you don't respect a Kotoko fan, you expect a Kotoko fan to respect you. They won't respect you. I'm telling you for a fact. I sat there last time and did something on the social media. That is the avenue Kotoko communicate. It may call 1 month. It may call 3 weeks. It may call 4 weeks. Me and fire into her. But also Kotoko support and Kotoko support and to Uncle Fulan, Uncle subscribe. Yabi anyane sa nipa kro na say omako companies ho so mo kwa akopɛ emwa to come and sponsor them, but companies in the bread they can't pay their workers. Companies may be kind of madwuma ho because so many scar to operate near there, but say nipa na say Kotoko fans mra Kotoko fans na company na ya gunu no Kotoko fans na ya dwuma ho edu omga if the company is not paying the crop for Kotoko fans nka ho But I know they want to at war.
No, a here and Casabi or Mebati. Who's our 7 hour can? They are all coming in a mini how be our. But a crewman, Kotokone has supporters. Omo ya bro. Do one ya bro. Omo war with teams, you know. And these all of our says also. My shoe also. How to fool news on we
Yeah, how to phobia for life.
I don't say that many loot. I mean, they said na be this are data. Tetina na Kotoko Bobo man. Uncle for no
ho. And what can you say as supporters? The truth is that has no Kotoko among the supporters or more fans. There's different supporters.
How many are more supporters? A bit to say that it is a PSG, Real Madrid, more trust. And doctors ne women a baby, but time no so much to our kick on the bed. Or you know, I am a major crowd about. Yeah, what's I didn't do a how? Yeah, Sadly, sorry, delay fully. News, I didn't want the budget. I've been OBM. I'm on support. And over we are, some for now, what cutting now, someone says, no, Biaba, no, about it do attend. Meanwhile, no one had now by a diamond on the also the team that she had the Adam. Oh, yeah. I don't know more problem. No, teams in the so yet the Emma supporters and support your teams in or more. Yeah, say, no, my mark or women supporters now, they doing it. Who bet my referee dangle? Mamma, me part of me send me picture in mouth a year. Mamelodi Sundowns, or game, or Remo Stars. These are programs for kids. If you want kids to support your team, Kobe Jones to work. I don't know where for kids, you know. This was a program they decided to do for kids ahead of the Remo Stars game. House of Folk fan I work on. Then I'm more
so I agree with you from that score to innovative idea.
Mamelodi Sundowns know what's catching. Yes, I know.
People are not innovative to the extent say. And then they move towards this direction. We also do things to bring our generation together.
The issue now. The only thing I love is this time around. Technology. Any name of Yaman, Kwanana, Bana, who never be. And do think I made the Yaman cause the Kruma. Yet, yeah. I have think you see a political party.
It is possible.
What my ideas are down everybody.
Because you
don't decide for them.
No.
Who's the first part? Yeah, man. First, not the Emma. I do unique. Last time, we didn't go with a man show. Yeah, no, the idea your partner say. And the crime is and the storms in Kansas City. I did the airport anymore. Near the data, and the UK ever fast way. Ye did the airport in the day. Every age, man, can check his 50s. Now, Gandhi, to confirm Remar in the bar. Nep. Baby amity, Gandhi intimate confa Girona crown for more.
What was it, Girona? Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yes, my song is Adam. I can never football. I could do level more do that time. Near the Real Madrid for no crabaha. Near do a copato. Yeah. Nan confide them Coquabe home. You want to Stanley Matthias or Ajibalondo, that Babe Share has to food. Yes, Santos Bar now will play a day. Ejina Mubeko and Mukoki, but then Crana about. It's a first day, my team to radio, Chinia catching Zoom, and Panino to Socra, Kofu be no my GD. But then no Kaya Kranita phone, maybe I will be a papa weird trophy bar. And do that for the first time Ghana election, so results am I. Sure. On Crana Coco to Abano, or Mondon, so near my coastal system. Yeah. To go, we a problem. What transit game? Now you are doing things you are doing now over a period of time. When you are so best, you won't get any result. But you go to the center that you hear football. So much football. Yeah. If you are Kotoko Penny now to one, I would say you want to bring out innovative ideas to bring people to the stadium. Only what you do. You can go to the betting companies for more giant screens. For more bra stadium, no me matches man for share. For more bra. No man phone cost more her match in what or say a bet. If a bet in a ban or busted dominant temu remua or chance of or benya free bet near the Adikwaku. These things all come to was here the Okinka. You mean can't say yes in a minute answer. But my drink to one metre. Bring those people to the stadium. Change things. Say Sanyo mum. Dear Maya and Maya Munya resource. Once Sanyo mum and Colanda Hebo. And color, or when a bomb penny for you see born or move that. So then I'll be a young color. These are some of the things for. And I mean, it's not like you discriminating. Not for no. You remember the last time we fair in your show? No complaints of football, moving crew man, and now who will be. Who Unu ya sa ade no so ye one factor boa teams na wo say be man show last year out to for on Benjamin side.
Yeah.
Me club chairman be o catch me so no ye dey any team goalkeeper that pool be the crew me. We ye dey had the 5 year the crew me. Unim the reason. Said that no so no obobo na the crew for obu na aba be hwebo ni.
Oh sure.
Including the pandemic and the papa. Who's a cocoa strategy to create the chin kofu.
Yeah.
Oh, but obehuane say fans e ma show ye bobo. Na bet it is as for say you do we mu zo mo for goalkeepers your mobile no mu nya result no. Omo pe goalkeeper ye nklanyan kasa. Obetimi ababeda pool ma boa mo nya result because sometimes no your kasa ni bi okro me pese. Say ni pan be communicate with you no mo kasa na. One e di Benjamin Asare bye. At the end of the day, is all good number be SM.
Yeah. Na no more to who supporters no approaching on the car.
They have
did not take
behind his own as over.
Yeah, my didn't come on into.
Okay,
I'm a co-junior of a camera.
Well, who
Tier Robert?
The TN say, yes, no one. And ya brabona airborne.
We are fire.
So we are no man, no man, the beer, no man, the beer now. Who ya results?
Oh, this issue.
Someone to send your mom
a
Nippon me say, what's your Omra Stadium? No, oh, Dina Juma Wabesha Bra, or Juma, or some Tieska. For who sends out some phone to what are the benefits? Me, I could go near Dinamitia. We've seen clubs, Liverpool, Juventus, I'm supporting me birthday. Say AI, say they nobody knows. Most of the players, me, coach, no my video, nobody ascend.
Who cry when you
San your man getting no na babu census member then I'm your babu. Sami 20 Ghana me twa na man ti then am man ti be so 7 for baby no mat me 20 Ghana then am nyawo. And now some yakotokoni and am twa babu census. Then am nyawo.
I say duabo.
And they need to do things.
Ghana issue there.
Omunya nyoma. They say oh yeah babu census member. Omu call Kaiser Chiefs. Fam here we need Toyota car.
Yeah. Oh, why show? I don't know. I can't.
They decided not to work. They decided not to work.
It's not like sports. Don't go my show. Or a name and near me. Hey, baby, why you cool man? Me think transit dream. I'm in Tinia Mabi as you. I don't mean to say. I don't want
you are dealing with a fellow cocaine syndrome. Obama. Already a piece, J. No, actually. Oh, okay. Your more piece, Nessa. About 2 was here. Your more piece, Nibium. While suppose you can do almost sometimes they sell their properties to buy those things. But I was starting, yes, I won't think to move. That is the system they need to use in getting the fund back. You can do even free for some time.
But I say, I don't know only for communicate, but man, show more day. I give you a bar, all the teams may be used. As a Diana Stars used to be, and unless it became United,
I don't have
free gate.
I'm only made the next match. I don't for Magiska. And Goku, or my mom is now available. My Pia will be now. Goku, Sanya, to get some Goku. And I was
about Kwawe match. I don't know if it's you or not. The bishop there, the choir, or more Kwawe match, or more the buses. If you won't PSK. Wow. I don't want the initiative. I was afraid Chiama Unia. Timai Chomo Bobo, no more section, you won't be any free.
Kotokobe be the same thing, man.
Call for the Wabuchi and support to team, or more PSK. Say, I bet Kovasa, and Chomo Bobo says, come away matches. No, but it's why Diana for a league, more party.
More party.
I'm going to be over the supporters score.
Now, we know how
I'm going to be over the supporters score. And your supporters, yes, you're a match or Marco go our supporters, Uncle Crying 51.
Wow.
So, I don't know, me, but it seems that man should have a hard deal. Why am I football?
That is when you have good football administrators and more run with football club.
Think outside the box.
Because I do not okay. They have someone who nyansa in football, and then just who nyansa like he has that in the football ideas, you know. Kotoko IMC, Kotoko management. Yes, me will be in India. And this is the first time that he's doing football. He is a typical accountant. That's why I buy, you know, the finances of Kotoko team has to be apart from that.
If Kotoko team ne down, you back to be performing rules by 3.
Yeah.
Media team of Alibai, I for never come on. Kaiser Chiefs media team.
Yes, can be 120.
na work for almost 15 as then media team nko oku na omo share kotoko no go to their Facebook page omaye docket on kotoko videos the friend has Suliano okay
camera ne odi twa wi ne die twa
opani ani bre am for yadmo me say me already sana no mo side club podcast for players no they are almost catching no
me da be re ho ye pa be asanas ba preseason chroma teams are saying ya so players cause of them go train things that was that time na see out of Nigeria na so be abi bi e be
when I see do out of bra
ya na no jan na so be power Ghana no e be ase Stand for by preseason teams you do na so players cause of them go train Sanders nya kotoko Sanders men kotoko ba bia o Sanders nya de ron ko ne ha to fu
ma catch say a old glory kotoko ne has need
ya ba pay ya bo chere say she abo fa chere say ya nyewe no chere Friday